So I might tell him my brightness. I can't see nothing, dude. It's dark. Hold on. All right, I'm at 100%. Let's see how long this thing lasts. Hopefully it lasts a little while. You heard me. Me es no black. Me es Dominican. No puedo eso. No puedo eso, cabrón. A la mame juego. There we go. Mm. No puedo eso. No puedo eso, cabrón. No hablo inglés. Solo español. Huh. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty nice. Pretty bright out here. Mm, nice. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, yeah. Mm. Oh, hello. I didn't see that. I mean, campo de miso. Me no es. Me no habla español. Ah. Mm. Me es Dominican. No sé, Estados Unidos. Mm, mm. Ooh, stop. Yo, Squid keep blowing my stuff. Stop. Making my Dominican side come out. Mm, mm. Daggone camera stand. Stop it. I pay all this money for stuff, man. Ya lo puedo. Sí, lo gusta. Dos aquí sí. Dos aquí. Por favor. You heard me. What's my people, man? I mean, I forgot I'm not supposed to be speaking English. Me no habla español. Me only habla soy español. Soy español. Es dominicana, no Estados Unidos. No, no, how they say, that's how they say United States. Oh, I'm not supposed to be speaking English. I forgot. Me no habla español or English. Mm. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Hey, hey. Papacito. Me no habla inglés. Solo español. Ya lo puedo. Ya lo creo. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, seis. We should be having some fiesta, baby. Hey, come on. Soy dominicano. Dominicano Darby. That's what they call me. Oh yeah, baby. Come on. Come on, Mama. I mean, just like a Dominican man. Like como estasis. Hold on. And then like a Dominican man, you're like, believe you, Dominican men are more sassy than the women. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Ouch. Ow. Ow. Where's my people, man? I mean, ¿dónde estás, mi gente? ¿Dónde está mi gente? Do ah, ooh, ah, mm, mm. I gotta get some lock repair, man. This dread coming loose. See that? I gotta get some lock repair soon. That's like do a keeping maintenance. Mm. Uh, uh, mm, 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 mm. So, when me, how you say it in Spanish? Hold on, give me 1 second. I gotta look at my translation. Give me cool phrases to say in Spanish. Hold on. um, soy los arroz. Arroz de pollo. Um, mm. So I have a question. If you swipe down on the right side of your phone, is there a horizontal control tab that's like orange or green? No. No, why? Does it say that? Hold on. I don't see none of that. Anyways, how y'all doing today? Even though I know I ain't gonna get a response from half of y'all little weirdo niggas. But once again, I don't do this live stream for y'all. I do it for me. Like I said, Poppy came looking fly today, so I'm gonna show up my outfit. Gonna look fly. So I feel like walking on the trail. We still got something like that. Oh my god. Ah, soak up that air. Feels good outside today. I'm just trying to enjoy the days I remember before they 1,000 degrees. Dude. Like, mm, 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 mm. Would allow you to adjust your microphone. What's on the mic? Is it not loud? Hold on. No, I don't do that on what's it called. Yeah, retouch, bro. What? No, I ain't got that. Uh, definitely need a retwist soon, boy. Girl, look crazy. Looking less like a Dominican, more like an African. Look crazy. Get these separated, man. I think they starting to lock in with each other for real. Ugh. Lots of tired sitting around having this. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Mm. What's up about that? Mm. Where's my people, man? Where's everybody at? Everybody be hollering. When you gonna go live? When you gonna like do the live stream? Put them in the chat. You put them in the chat. Niggas don't show up. So, anyways, I say we walk and talk while we're on two. Mm. Boy, I could eat these all day, man. For dinner, lunch, snackings, all of it. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. I'm gonna go start talking to people around here. Everybody's subscribing to my channel and they want to talk to me. Some of these people better than y'all. I like them better than y'all. It's just I don't get to see them every day. Mm, mm. Well, I definitely ain't gonna be doing all talking today. So if the rest of you weirdos don't want to say nothing, that's fine. I feel good out here. I can just enjoy the day out here, man. Feel good. I run into some people that want to talk to. Mm, mm. Hold on. Let me get to y'all questions. I'm gonna enjoy the last bite of this zebra cake. Mm, 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 mm. Exquisite. Yum, 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 yum. Delicioso. Oh, he said, what's up, man? What's good with you? Nah, I wish I was in Dominican. I wouldn't be talking to y'all. Bruh, if I was in Dominican Republic, I would not be talking to y'all. Like I said, this channel got 2 more months. I doubt that I'll be in Dominican Republic in 2 months. But when I do go, just know I'm not taking y'all. Like, bro, y'all ain't coming with me. It don't matter. Mm, I wish. In Dominican Republic, boy, I would talk. I went at the event. I just got dressed up. I know Dominican Day. I think it's coming up. I don't know if they really do that here in Texas or San Antonio at least. I know they do it over in like New York, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like in places. I don't know if they do it like over here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not this Texas is not, well, at least San Antonio is not known for its Dominican population. Like we got some. I ran into a couple of them, but it's not as strong as like the rest of the. This is really getting on my nerves. This pisses me off. Hold on. This is cool. That up there. Got to fix this lock. But no, I went in the bed today. Like I said, I just like to be fly. I can color match. Like I got on the red shoe and the blue shoe. That's one thing people love about me. They said, "Well, you always color matching, like your colors and like your shirts, everything." You feel me? What's up, Crystal? Or I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be speaking Espanol. ¿Qué pasa, mamacita? ¿Qué pasa? Yeah, people love the style though. That's why I wear it, man. Like, does it look good? You feel me? Yesterday I was wearing American white, red, white, and blue. Now I'm wearing Dominican red, white, and blue. Tomorrow I'll probably be wearing Panamanian red, white, and blue. What's happening? No, it's not Ola. It's called Hola, man. Holo. YOLO. Mm, mm. So I said, people be like, Steve, you be sharp. They be like, bro, look, because I sometimes I wear like one color shoe and the other color shoe. Because I got like a lot of the same pair of shoes, just different colors. Like one, I might wear one blue Jordan and one red Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Or I might wear like one green Converse and then one black Converse. And then I'll be wearing like black jeans and then like a green shirt or something with like a green and black hair, you know what I'm saying? People say, bro, I love that, man. That's like a Shigo look. Like people love when I do that color coordination. Like I said, I've been fly all my life, man. I've been fly. You feel me? So the apocalypse outside, I'm still stay fly. You gotta make sure you look good, man. Take care of yourself. That's why I say, don't matter if it's the apocalypse, we ain't all gotta be stinking, wearing rags and stuff. Like, boy, please, they take us all into captivity. They gonna take me with a pair of J's. We gotta go to the guillotine, boy. Take me with my pair of J's. At least let me keep my shoes on. Like, hey, man, hey, he died, but he died looking fly. He died looking fly, though. Ugh. Mm, 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 mm. So, like I said, I did a lot of talking yesterday. This stream gonna be based off of y'all. I can just walk out here and enjoy this nice air. It feels great today, man. You feel me? About to go on a walk on the trail. Gotta eat all my junk food because tomorrow I'm supposed to be going running. I think me and old girl gonna go running. We'll see. Mm. Your parents are fly. You got to get from the jump. Kind of. I went from wearing Shacks to wearing J's. No, I went from wearing Lion King shoes to wearing Shacks to wearing J's. That's how you know you made it. So, mm, 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 mm. Nice little color though. It's the stuff I never wear. Like I said, I got a lot of clothes. I just don't even wear. That's why I don't even need to buy new clothes. I got clothes I don't even wear, bro. I got so many shirts. I feel like a woman, dude. I got so much clothes, so many shoes. I be getting on y'all about y'all heels. I got so many shoes I don't even wear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the doggy. Oh, mm, mm, mm. So yeah, y'all. Let's start a conversation. What y'all want to talk about? I'll talk to you as long as I start the conversation. I ain't gonna be digging deep trying to talk. No more. I'm relaxed. So, that's why I said I feel like I'm in Dominican Republic with these trees. If I was in the Dominican Republic, man, I wouldn't be talking to none of y'all. But not a soul. Not none of y'all. Even my closest people, I wouldn't be talking to y'all at all. But I'd be too busy with the Dominicanas. I ain't trying to talk to you. Mm, 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 mm. You know what thing I got a problem with? I don't have a problem with, but I find it funny. So you know how Dominicans, which again, it's not all of them, but it's a lot of them. They think that they're not black or whatever. Which I do. I'm on kind of both sides with it. So I agree that they not like African American black. You feel me? Like how we are. So, but I love the fact how everybody be on their tail, man. Like they just, niggas. The thing with niggas is, man, like we do make a good point about the whole being black thing, but I feel like niggas always want to recruit as many black people as they can. You feel me? And it's just like, bro, like some people, again, they not denying that they ain't black. They just saying, like, I'm not black American. I ain't one of y'all niggas. Like, I'm a Dominican nigga. And here come Negroes, like, nah, see, you one of us. Like, no, they not one of us, dude. They are Dominicans. You feel me? Now, some of them, again, I talked to some Dominicans, and of course, they were European now. So a lot of them do think they kind of like European. And so some of them do got to break that mindset. But some of them, they just like, look, we black, but we not one of y'all black. They like, bro, we Dominican. You feel me? And so that's why people will make the jokes like, black, me is Dominican, you know what I'm saying? Even though it does come from like a lot of like, they don't think that they black, like. But I said the only reason a lot of Negroes carry masks, because like I said, they want everybody to be like them, you know what I'm saying? And so one minute they don't want to consider Dominicans or nobody like that us. Until one of them say, well, I'm not y'all anyways, and they get mad talking about what they said they ain't black. It's like, well, bro, you don't even consider them one of us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, let them have I'm like, bro, let them have they blackness. They got Dominican blackness. Let them have it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about them thinking they not one of us. They gonna find out that they black no matter what they try to do. They ain't gotta be black American like us. And I ain't trying to make them be. I said, bro, they got their own black thing going on over there. You feel me? I said, I realize with everything, man, with people all over the world, like even Africans, like Africans know they are not one of us. They not one of us. They be trying to tell stupid niggas that. Negro, nah, see, man, nah, you black. Like, no, nigga, they not black like you. Like, don't try to make them like you. They different than you, boy. Negroes always try to bring everybody into their old black fold. You feel me? Like they was trying to do it with Mexicans. I'm like, bro, Mexicans are not black. They not like black Americans, dude. You feel me? They are darker ethnicity, but they not one of us. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, stop trying to recruit. Y'all doing the same thing the white people doing, man. They was trying to recruit the Mexicans and Hispanics because again, they trying to make them go against us. Or they trying to get voting numbers or something. You feel me? Like niggas trying to do it for just I don't know, like, a sense of thrill or something. I don't know, something stupid. You got mad at a Nigerian woman. She went viral because some Asian woman called her a nigga. And she was like, girl, she said, I'm a Nigerian. She said, don't call me that. And people in the comments, they were like, you heard what she said? She said she ain't one of us. She Nigerian. I'm like, nigga, everybody's not a freaking black American, bro. We are not all the same. We are not all the same black dude. We are not one of them. Stop. I said, sometimes, man, you do get tired of that old saying, man, because it's the wrong type black folk, man, to keep taking that. It's like, bro, you stop trying to make everybody like you, nigga. Everybody ain't like you. Is there somebody real black like me? I'm a real black. And then I talk the way I talk, and niggas look at you like, nah, see, you got us like, I don't got to understand that, man. I ain't a nigga. Like, I don't do that. I ain't a nigga no more. I don't do that. Like, you so busy trying to make everybody like us, boy. Dominicans ain't us. Haitians ain't us. Like, bro, they are not the same. You feel me? They got their own thing going on. You feel? I'm not saying they ain't black. I'm just saying they not black Americans. You know what I mean? Like, stop trying to recruit people for your numbers, man. Quit doing that stuff. Like, me no black poppy. Me is Dominican. I said, I just think it's crazy how they think they better black than the Haitians. I'm like, y'all niggas are darker than the Haitians, man. How y'all think y'all ain't black like Haitians? Like y'all better than them. I'm like, bro, I think Haitian people probably better than some of y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. A lot of people have problems with some Dominicans, you know what I'm saying? Like Haitians, you don't really have a lot of problems with them. They're not really doing nothing. But I think probably because people too scared to have problems. Like, now, don't get it twisted. Dominicans, they not sweet either. They just as violent. You know what I'm saying? But it's something about that Haitian. I just think Haitians on another level. Man. They something wrong. Something wrong with some of them, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they next door neighbors. It's always, but I told you, every country has a next door neighbor problem. But that's what they do. They just don't like each other. As I said, I got a Dominican friend, man. She in Santo Domingo. And she had told, I said, what's the deal with Haitians y'all don't like? She said, look, I personally love Haitians. I ain't got a problem. She said, but she was like, no, she said sometimes in Haiti, she was like, you can't just go everywhere. She said, I don't know if you heard about that story where some Christian missionaries went down there and they killed them. They killed all of them. I think it was like 13 of them they killed them. Straight killed. And she was like, not all Haitians like that. She said, but a lot of them, some of them are. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I was like, well, not all Dominicans are bad, but a lot of them, yes, they are. Well, you know what I'm saying? It was funny though to see like during 2020, man, a lot of Dominicans. I don't even say a lot of them. I seen several of them was flipping out because, like I said, they was mad about the whole like what you call it or whatever, and so they was trying so hard to act like they wasn't black. You know what I'm saying? Like they was mad because Dominicans was standing with the BLM and they said, "No, we ain't one of y'all." Like, why y'all so mad, bro? They was just as mad as white people. I'm like, bro, why y'all mad for? One dude went on a rant. He was just hollering and screaming. I'm like, it's not that serious, bro. I said, well, bro, if you don't support it, then you just don't go out there. That's fine. You don't have to go out there. Like, I do think they do kind of have a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? But all of them bad. No, they're not bad. You know what I'm saying? They cool people. What's up, Mike? But as I said, shout out to the Dominicans. What's up today? I think they about to go running again today. I'm doing my running tomorrow. He said Dominican race. Bro, how in nigga, how am I a Dominican racist and I'm wearing Dominican stuff? You stupid nigga. How in the world am I gonna be racist, you stupid nigga? Why would I literally name my stream after Dominicans? How in the world am I gonna be racist towards Dominicans? That literally makes no sense. You know how many times I get mistaken for being Dominican without even wearing Dominican stuff? Like I said in the Bible, they thought Paul was Egyptian. They said, behold an Egyptian. Paul was what, Roman or whatever? But you look like one, so that's what they call you. I said, bro, people mistake me for Dominican all the time. Like, I get that a lot. You know, I've been mistaken. Oh, okay. Not my bad, bro. My bad. You see how defensive I get defensive like Dominican. Who you calling racist? Me is no racist. Me is no black. Me is Dominican. I might as well be a Dominican. I make it like one. Hey man, who you calling racist? Me is no racist. My bad, bro. Sometimes people do come in, they be like, "Well, I don't like what you said." I'm like, "But you watching my live stream?" It's like, "You don't like black people?" Like, nigga, I'm black. How am I not gonna like black people? Like, yo, yo. Hey man, why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer. Yeah, shout out. That's why I said I love Haitians, man, Dominicans. I sound like white people now. I'm not racist. See, my best friend's black and my best friend's Dominican. Oh, I just pulled the white card, the white girl named Sarah card. Not a racist, man. And my great grandfather knew a Dominican. And my dad, he changed the black's tire before. Like he's a black. That's what they say. Like, yeah, he's a black. I mean, he's a man of culture. He said he's a posh posh. Like, what's a posh posh? He's a little bit of a Milano. Like, nigga, what in the world is a Milano? He's like, "Do you mean he's black?" Oh, well, yeah, yeah, hey, your words. I'm not mine. Your words. White people do anything other than being called a racist. They be like, "Oh no, I'm not a racist." Like, no, I can't be a racist. See, my best friend, I just talked to a black at the counter the other day. Like, see, we don't need to know all the black people, you know. No, I was just saying. No, I thought he was saying it like, you know what I'm saying. See, I be talking about people dealing with their temper. Look at me, I got a temper. See, hey, I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to go off on you. I didn't mean to go. Hey, man. I don't see the fool is me, fool. Like, see, I'm over talking, calling everybody a fool. Look at me like, "'Twas I the fool." I was like, "Brother Steve, you need prayer. You need prayer." See, I can admit when I'm wrong. Even though, like I said, you could I still say you could have said it another way. You could have let me know you was talking about them. It's still your fault because you didn't let me know who you was talking to. I thought you talking to me. Like, nah. My sincerest apologies, brother. I'm gonna switch on to my Japanese side and do a sensei bow. Like, 1,000 apologies, your majesty. That's not Japanese, nigga. I don't even know my coaches. I don't even deserve to wear this. Well, I thought the Dominican Republic was by like Spain or something. I don't know what it is. Like I said, man, we Americans. Americans are stupid. We don't know nothing. So, but now, like I said, man, shouts out to the Dominicans. And like I said, even with them, a lot of them do be racist, but a lot of them ain't, man. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I said, I know a homegirl. Homegirl, she darker than me. You know what I'm saying? She Dominican. She live over in the Dominican Republic. And she told me, she said, look, she got the Dominican accent, which I love. I love how they talk. You know what I'm saying? I love Hispanic accents. And so she was like, look, she said, look, my country, she said, we're black. She said, we black people. That's what she said. And I said, yeah, I said, because I know y'all got like some tan Dominicans and stuff. She said, yeah, but we mainly black. She said, we mainly dark, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when I told her, I said, well, I own Dominicans like Haitians, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she's like, not all everybody like it, you know what I'm saying? She was just like, it just depends, you know.
But you do be seeing some of the way that they be treating them. That'd be just dirt wrong, man, how they be treating them over. Because they all got a stereotype about Haitians too, you know what I'm saying? And some of their stereotypes do be real, 'cause some of them Haitians do be kinda wild. I ain't gonna lie, they do be kinda wild, but you know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing with Dominican. They got stereotypes for a reason too, because they be doing it too. You know what I'm saying? Just like white people got stereotypes, just like black folk got stereotypes. Some of there's a little truth to a stereotype. That's why a lot of people don't like the stereotypes, because it is kind of a truth. It is kind of true. Like I said, I know a Puerto Rican woman. Um, she said that she was like, she's real nice. She said, but in my culture, she said the stereotypical Puerto Rican woman is known for being loud and obnoxious and ghetto. She was like, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And she said people look down on her because she wouldn't follow the stereotypical trait. The last girl I talked to, she was Puerto Rican and Cuban. And she said that too. She said Puerto Rican women are known for being like loud and ghetto. She was like, I don't really like doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people just break the stereotypes. And I said, well, girl, I'm black. We know for being a nigga. I can't say I don't be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I say, look, I ain't mad at it because I do kind of act stereotypical. Because like I said, y'all just see me be a nigga about six and 33 fourths minutes ago. So like I said, I can't towards me the fool. Like bro, see, I have to deal with my own niggerisms and my own stereotypes. Mm. But yeah, like I said, man, we not we're not racist over here. It's against black people, but we're not racist. Like I said, Dominicans, they be cool, man. They be cool people. You feel me? So, and like I said, they women, they be feisty. Women be obnoxious. They be overly dramatic. Well, I don't want to say that because that ain't always true neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you say like, oh, she Dominican, everybody, oh, she Cuban. Oh, you know what I'm saying? She Puerto Rican. Oh, because everybody already thinks like they different. I'm like, bro, any woman can do this, bro. I said, bro, black women do this too. Like, y'all, I don't think nobody on earth is hard than black women, bro. Like, not hard like they hard to deal with. I just mean like hard up. Like when it comes to being real, like I mean, they just have something about them. It's just like they like the real deal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I don't really see a lot of other people's stereotypes as like the worst. Like, bro, you have any idea what we had to put up with before? Like, man, please. So I don't know. Like I said, I talked to some Dominicans before. I mean, some of the Dominican women I talked to, they was cool. Like they never did that. I mean, it's just like women all over the world, they just indecisive. That's a worldwide thing. Women are just indecisive about pretty much everything. You feel me? But that was pretty cool. Um, Even my Dominican friend, she's cool. You know what I'm saying? She's like real nice. She never came off like, yeah. I mean, again, they just indecisive. They don't really know what they like want to do, or I don't know. It's just. But as far as like the other ones I talked to, like I said, I talked to him and she was just overly dramatic about everything. Oh my gosh, bro. That's why I said cute face. Cute face. Hey, the hips don't lie, but nigga. Oh my gosh. Like every 5 minutes they crying. I'm like, oh my God, shut up. I'm like, dude. I'm like, y'all claim to be this crazy. I say y'all more emotional than you just crazy. That's what make you crazy. You just always crying over everything. But nah, women from the islands are crazy. You better be ready. All right, man. Look, a Negro ain't scared of no. I'm like, we ain't scared of nobody. They all say they crazy to a Negro. Like I said, they put their hands on a Negro and he bows, hit him back. Now they're little white girl. Oh, they hit me. Yeah, you crazy until somebody hit you back. That's why I tell them, I said, you crazy until you get slapped because you slapped him first. That's why they do stuff around everybody else because they know they ain't that crazy. He hit him back, they gonna want some protection. That's why all the dudes jump you. But I don't know. You can usually tell Dominicans when you see them. I can tell, like you can tell by the facial features, the eyes, all of that. Because I was watching this TV show. This girl, she's playing a Mexican. This is like a Mexican TV show. But you could tell like she don't really look Mexican. Like she look kind of like something else. You feel me? And then I found out her name, what's her name? Emily Toaster. Emily, I think her name Emily Toaster. She's gorgeous. Oh my god, she's beautiful. She's beautiful, by the way. You know what I'm saying? And she was so fine. I had to follow that on Instagram. I had to follow that on the grams. Yeah, you could tell like she kind of got like some. I think she's like half, unless she's like more Dominican. I think she got like some Ecuadorian or something. I don't know. She cute, but you can tell like you can just tell by like the lips. It's the lips and the facial features. I don't know how they all Dominicans have like this look. It's like I don't know how you know, but you can just tell. You feel me? And so that's why I said when I look at him, I'm like, I said, "Are you Dominican?" I'm like, "How you know?" Because I can tell. You feel me? I'm like, you look like you Dominican. That's probably why they think I'm Dominican because I got the nose, the lips, the facial features. Like that's probably why. I said, "Man, I'm not one of you people. I'm not one of you people. Like, I am an independent black woman. I'm not one of you people. Don't ever compare me to one of y'all. Like, well, please. I'm greater than thou." I said, "Girl, I'm Nigerian. I ain't a Dominican." Oh, look, y'all starts taking their selfies. We are on a trail, girl. Get on somewhere. Can't you see a Dominican's walking? Can't you see a Dominican is coming through? Oh, I want to say yes and no. I don't think Texas is really known for like having a lot of Dominicans, at least in San Antonio. I ran into several of them, but we don't have like, like how like they have like Little Haiti or like Little Cuba over there or Chinatown. I don't think they have a Dominican town over here. I know New York has New York and New Jersey. Uh Trying to think where else got them. Florida, definitely Miami. Miami got them everywhere, man. Uh if you ain't never been to Miami, oh my God, go to Miami, bro. That's like the best of everything, dude. You can have a Neapolitan or a Napoleon ice cream, whatever you call it, of anything. Like, bruh, you can have your blacks over here, your black woman, you can have your Jamaican, your Haitian, your Cuban, your Puerto Rican, your Dominican. I'm talking about like your Islander, all of it, dude. Like it's they crazy. There was so many of them in Miami, man. I remember what's up, man. I said there was so many of them in Miami. We went to they have like remember I told you they have like their little towns and stuff. So there's little Cuba, they have like little Dominican Republic or whatever. And you see, they you know when you at because they represent with they flag everywhere. You just see all this stuff everywhere. It's so cool, man. But they was like the Dominicans, man. They be crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so one of the homies told me he's familiar with Miami. He said, yeah, usually when people go down to see the Dominicans down there, they putting on the hit, they putting a hit on somebody. Because the Dominicans are the ones that usually go do the hits. You know what I'm saying? Go kill people. He said, yeah, usually they go to the Dominicans to go get hits on people. I was like, "Dang, that's crazy." I said, "Bro, that's why I said Dominicans, they Haitians is crazy too, but Dominicans are just as bad. Like they be doing some wild stuff out there, man. Like they also don't care, bro." So that's why I tell you, I said, "But if you see a bunch of them wearing this, run, run." I said, "What you think the Trinitarios are, man? Trinitarios are Dominicans. They be some of the worst. They take machetes and hack you, man. They be shanking food. It's something about these like Hispanics. They love they knives. They love machetes and knives. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's how like Negroes we like our Dracos and stuff. Like they love they like knives, machetes, pokers, anything that they can just shank you with. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that thing that happened in New York City where they killed the little teenage boy like a couple of years back? His name was Junior Say. I remember that. It went viral. He was like a 15-year-old little boy, but they actually mistaked him. He got mistaken identity because there was some dudes that looked just like him, and they took a viral video of them banging. I think one of the girl, one of the gang members' sister or whatever. They was like tag teaming them, which is so stupid. And they took a video and posted it. But the dude in the video looked like the little boy. The little boy wasn't even gang affiliated. He wasn't. He didn't have nothing to do with it. He wasn't even the guy. He was literally not even the intended target. But they thought it was him. And they was Dominicans. They was Trinitarios, and Trinitarios are known for going and hacking people with machetes. And so they followed that little boy to the corner store and they was just slashing him and hacking him and all type of stuff. You feel me? And so and it's sad, man. They had him on CCTV footage, man. He was fighting back and they ran from him. They left him alone. You know what I'm saying? And you can see him all bloody. He got up. And then afterwards, man, the next thing you see, his mom was holding his dead body in her arms. You feel me? He was only a 15-year-old kid. He wasn't even the one that even did nothing wrong. I was like, dang, dude. So yeah, that's why they known for like slash you with stuff. You feel me? So I think they said they one of the most dangerous in New York, man. Like New York City. Nobody really wants to mess with them for real. Huh. But they all up in Miami, man. That's why I said, like, shoot. That's why I say ain't nothing wrong with a Dominican boy, a nice dark skinned Dominican. Shoot. Shoot. That's why I said, boy, I don't know why Negroes be crying, be acting all silly. Like, boy, because you can't get some woman from the United States. You can't get a black woman from Louisville, Kentucky that like you. Nigga, go to the Dominican Republic. They all black. They all dark, dude. You can get like, and they look better. Like, nigga, they look better. Like, bro, go get one of them. Why you crying? Cause some girl who said in Darby Ministries don't like you. Like, boy, please. You can go get a black woman that speaks Spanish, speak Nigerian, I'm saying, whatever. That is a language. I just don't understand why people cry about it. Mm. Get on. Get get on, dude. There's mosquitoes out here, boy. They are not playing. Get get off me. Mosquitoes. Get off me. Dang. Bro, they are swarming a nigga out here, man. They are deep, bro. Dang, they deep. Those are crazy. Dang. But hold on. I'm gonna kill you. I told you to move. But yeah, there's a lot of them in Florida, man. That's why I said you get your pick, man. Take your pick. Get off me, dude. Again, I don't really see too many of them out here in San Antonio. As a woman that go to my church, like I stayed for the second service, and second service is in like Spanish. And so I was actually wearing like, some Dominican stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just because I love the colors and I represent the people. And so she had came up to me again. She's dark skinned. She looked like a black woman. She came up to me. She's like, "Hey, are you Dominican?" I was like, "No." I was like, I mean, not that I know her. And she's like, "Oh, I know," because I said, "Girl, I know you Dominican. You everybody that asks me, are you such and such? It's because they that. That's why they ask you." She said, "Are you Dominican?" She's like, "I'm Dominican too." I'm like, I mean, I know I can tell. Because they all got the same facial features. I don't know how Dominicans have like the same facial features. It's so easy to tell. I can point somebody out of a crowd and be like, he's Dominican. She's Dominican. Like it's easy to tell. But yeah, then I was walking with I think the hat on something on one day with Dominican. And I was actually walking over there. And some girl, they because again, she was like more of like a tan skin, but she got the same facial features. And she was like, "Oh, are you Dominican?" And I was like, "No." I know you are. She's like, "Yeah, I'm Dominican." I said, I can tell. I know. It's not hard to figure out, bro. The Dominican women I talked to, they all had the same, like, it's I don't know, man. They got like the same almost kind of look. Like you just can tell. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a signature look, you know what I mean? And so one of the girls, her name was well, her name was like May, I think. But she called herself Flor, which is like flower in Spanish, you know what I'm saying? So I think her name was like Mayflower or something. Which now I think about it, it's like Mayflower. Probably what it meant, you know what I'm saying? Um, and so I was just like, I seen Dominicans do that, you know what I'm saying? And then we had somebody come in here last year, and her name was Bonita Flor. And I already knew. I said, bro, I heard that name. I was like, I know this Dominican. I said, I can tell this Dominican. And so they came in, and I was like, let me guess, are you Dominican? They're like, how you know? Because it sounds Dominican. Like, bro, I know it's just Dominicans. You can. That's why I said I think it's funny how they be like me no black. Like, well, we know who you is. We can definitely tell, man. It's not hard to spot a Dominican. It's so easy. I will tell you one thing. You don't really see too many white Dominicans, like, cause they all kind of dark, bro. I've never really seen a white Dominican. I've seen lighter skins, but like not like a white. Y'all still hear me? Y'all still here? But everybody be wanting to bump heads with other ethnicities and stuff because they don't. I think it's just crazy. I'm like, bro, people are not gonna see themselves as the same as you do. Just like I said, we love Mexicans, but we are not Mexicans. So I don't expect. I wouldn't expect a Mexican to get mad because we don't see stuff they way because, bro, we not Mexican. You feel me? So why Negroes getting mad because Mexicans don't see the stuff that we see? It's like, bro, they not the same, bro. They don't see things the same way. Everybody has their own version, their own vision about it. You feel me? But I said, bro, Mexican struggles are not the same as black struggles, man. Dominican struggles are not the same as black struggles. Like, it's not the same, dude. I'm like, bro, people gotta stop trying to incorporate everybody with them, like trying to make everybody one of them. I'm gonna go kill you. I told you, leave me alone. Heck on mosquitoes. I don't know, I think that stuff is annoying. It's like, bro, you know. I said, bro, let people be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them be themselves. Stop trying to make everybody into one of you. I said, there's a reason why they rep their flag, man. Why they rep their country because they're Dominican and proud. There's nothing wrong with being Dominican and proud. You feel me? You can't have people feel bad because you wanna you want them to be like you. Just because they got the same almost kind of skin as you, does not mean they are the same as you. Stupid. They get mad Dominicans because they repping their Dominican Day. I'm like, bro, because that's what they are. Like, what do you want them to do? You know what I'm saying? Well, now they come to this country and think that they white. I said, well, bro, they do the same thing in their country too. That's their thing. I'm not worried about what Dominicans do. I'm not Dominican, so I don't think they one of me, and I'm not one of them, bro. They gonna tell me if I go to Dominican Republic right now. Do you think they gonna think I'm Dominican? They might think that, but when they find out I'm American, I'm not Dominican. They gonna be like, bro, you're not Dominican. They'll probably still love and accept me, but they gonna know that I don't have the same struggle as them. So I'm not expecting Dominicans to have the same struggle as Black Americans. They are not Black Americans. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We have a specific struggle because we are Black Americans. They are not the same. You know what I mean? Nigerians don't know what our Black struggles like because they are not Black Americans like that. So, mm, and most of the people be doing that stuff. They ain't even been all over the world anyway, so they don't even know why people are doing what they're doing. They don't know because they ain't never been to another country. What country do Negroes go to? They don't go to no country. They don't know nothing. I said, bro, people don't just wake up with the American mindset we got because they are not American. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect them to understand where we come from when they don't know us. We don't know nothing about Dominicans, so how we supposed to understand where they come from? I couldn't really tell you about a lot of their history because I don't really know about Dominican history. You feel me? Yeah. The majority of us brown skin folks in the Western Hemisphere are all mixed up. Yeah. That's why I said everybody truly mixed up with a lot of stuff, man. I said Negroes be talking like they like 99.9% black. Like, nigga, you don't even know what black you is. That's why I'm telling like, okay, well, what African American, like, where you from? They can't even chase their tribe back. Like, they don't know. They just see this and be like, oh no, we all the same. Like, bro, we are not all the same. And half y'all Negroes are my same ethnicity, and y'all don't even act like me. Like, bro, y'all don't stand for us, so y'all not one of us either. Like, bro, that's why we trying to tell people, like, bro, stop yourself to us. You're not people like us. Stop. The whole world got black people, man. Just because you got black people in Scotland, don't mean that they not black people either. You feel me? Because they be like, well, nah, they in England. It's like just because they live in England don't make them any less what they color is, dude. Like they still that. Don't let the funny accents fool you, man. Them people are not sweet. They just like us. That's why I said instead of trying to incorporate everybody with us, how about we go incorporate ourselves with some of them and see what they doing? You feel me? I don't want everybody to just come to my land. You feel me? And then they gotta get with the program. It's like, bro, why don't I go to your land and get with your program? If I buy a house in China, I'm gonna get with the Chinese, dude, because I'm not Chinese, but that's their culture. I'm gonna have to adapt to the culture because again, that's how they roll. You feel me? I can't expect everybody to come to where I am and then they gotta be just like me. Like, no, nigga, it don't work like that. I said, bro, like 1 minute. That's why I said 1 minute, Negroes mad. They mad at Colombians, mad at Puerto Ricans, mad at everybody else because they get I guess the Negroes like they women, you know what I'm saying? And so half these hoes get mad because they not chosen. Because why you want them? You just want a mixed woman, you don't like black women. And then the next minute, when it's time to take a stand, now they want to have that vote to take a stand on black stuff. I'm like, you can't be mad at them on one side and then want them to stand with you on the other. Like, no, nigga, it doesn't work like that. If you don't like their women, then you can't like their people. You feel me? Like, that's crazy. So you're gonna get mad talking about, see, that's all the dudes do, go to Brazil and go to Colombia and go get one of them. And then it's like now when it's time to stand on black politics, now you mad because you want them to stand with you. It's like, well, bro, you can't stand with them on nothing else. How they gonna stand with you? That don't make sense to me, bro. It really don't. So I just find it funny. That's why I said that's what happens when people talk too much. It's called hypocrisy, man. You can't be two-faced with this. Like I said, man, I love folk. I stand with my Mexicans, man. I'm not just gonna love Mexican people, love Mexican food, love Mexican women. And then when it's time to stand with them and it's time to go to war, I'm sitting here like, well, see, I don't know why y'all tripping. It's like, nah, dude, you can't do that. If you're gonna rock their flag, you're gonna rock their food and their culture and their women and everything else about them. I said, well, then make sure you stand with them. You can't say you love Dominicans, man. You got a Dominican wife, and then when they going through a Dominican oppression, you not standing up saying something about it or helping them out. That's not called love, dude. That's what we call culture vulture. That's what culture vulture means. As much as niggas want to get mad because some white girl got braids, I'm like, nah, culture vulturing is doing that type of stuff right there. Want to mooch off of everybody culture, want to take from everybody else's culture, and then when it's time to stand with them, I'll do something for the people. That's why I say you got niggas culture vulture niggas. They don't do nothing for their own people. They don't do nothing for us. You know, so back in our communities, man, y'all take from our communities. Y'all claim to be black, man, and y'all the ones making our struggle harder. You feel me? I think that's what it is. Yeah, man, all those people are cool. And they got black people in all them lands, man. They be cool. Again, just because some low life Negro or some weird white person who can't get somebody, I'm mad because nobody want them. And that's really what it be, man. It be a bunch of weird white dudes, a bunch of bitter black Negroes, or whoever's always somebody who just think that they on top of the earth and they can't stand with nobody else, but they want everybody to stand with them. It's like, nah, man. They kept saying, nah, see, they like, nah, see, Puerto Rican, they ain't us. They think they better than us. They think they're like, well, maybe some people do, but not everybody think like. That's why I tell people like, bro, you gotta watch what you say. Like, do I not like Negroes? No, I don't like Negroes. But does that mean all Negroes are bad? No. Some people just lost, man. Not all of them are bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think a majority of them are bad. I just think people are just misled. They just misguided. That's just they don't know nothing. You feel me? Them all little church weirdos, like I said, them old spiritual weirdo niggas, like they stupid. Nobody likes them. But I said everybody else who don't know God, I'm not mad at them for it because they don't really know. I expect them to be lost. That's why I tell you what one of the best churches is, man, a multicultural church. You would know because you ain't never been. You feel me? That's why I tell you, I said, bro, God is not just a black thing, dude. He is not just an American thing. Negroes ain't never been to a church overseas, so they don't know that I've been to a church overseas. So I can tell you that the same spirit we felt in Destin Ministries is the same spirit I felt when I was in Costa Rica. It's the same thing. The same spirit I felt in Louisville, Kentucky is the same spirit I feel in San Antonio. It's the same thing. You can go to a Costa Rican church, a Mexican church, Chinese church, Russian church. If they love God, you're gonna feel the same presence. I ain't understand one word of English over in Costa Rica. I didn't understand one word of Spanish in Costa Rica. But the language they were speaking was the same language that we speak in. You feel me? See, when you ain't never went nowhere, you don't know that. So when you hear Costa Rica, you thinking, well, that's a Hispanic country. Everybody Catholic. No, everybody is not Catholic. No, everybody is not Muslims. And like there are Christians everywhere you go at, dude. You don't know because you ain't never been. You know what I'm saying? So when you raised in the United States or even in Europe, you don't know that God exists all over the world. You thinking that this the only nation in the world that loves God and this is God's people. And see, no, we the only ones got the word of God. Like, no, you don't. The oldest Bible was in Ethiopia. I think Ethiopia has some of the first Christians. The United States was nowhere even near thought about. You feel me? God was all over the world before this country was even formed. So that's a straight up lie right there. That's a lie white people be doing. That's why they be doing that stuff. They got a depiction of Christ, man, in every country. I've seen every country's hieroglyphs of Christ. I've seen Korean drawings of Jesus. Like Jesus looked kind of Korean. You feel me? Everybody all over the world knew he existed, dude. They got him all over the world, bro. The Muslim countries got drawings of him. Them Asian countries got drawings of him. Everybody knew he existed. This ain't no American thing. This ain't no Israel thing only. Like, bro, this is everybody all over the world of God. Yeah. I said Negroes be arguing about who's better. White Americans, black Americans, neither one of you niggas is better. That's why I said I'm finna get my passport renewed and go over to Ethiopia. I want to go to Ethiopia this year, cuz. Man, Ethiopia's like cool. You ain't never, bro. You ain't never heard Ethiopian worship before. I've heard it, bro. It's beautiful. They have like this instrument. It sounds kind of Indian almost, but it's like it's beautiful. Whatever they be playing, man, and this language they be speaking, the language look like Star Wars writing. I don't know what that is, but I said, but it's beautiful though, and the women are beautiful. Like, bro, the people are beautiful people, and they out there in the streets, man, singing. They like to wear like a lot of white. You know what I'm saying? And so they be out there singing in their language, beautiful music, beautiful Christian music in another language you ain't never heard before. That's why we trying to tell people. I said, bro, God is not just a black or white man thing, dude. Like, you ain't been nowhere, you don't know that. I don't even know what that is. I think it's a food. I've never tried Ethiopian food. I had an Ethiopian homie I work with, but he was. I don't know if he knew too much. I don't think he really. I think he was from there, but he was kind of raised here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he talked much about like his like stuff, food or whatever. But I bet it is. Shoot. Have you seen Ethiopian women? That's why I said if Zipporah look anything like the modern day Ethiopians, you know I'm Moses chosen. There was a reason he chose Ethiopian. Bro, Ethiopians are beautiful people. They said like he chose some little girl from Danish or Dutch or something like bro. He chose an actual Nubian princess here. Ethiopians are beautiful people. Have you seen an Ethiopian wedding? No, you haven't. That's why I said people don't know. Like, bro, God is all over the world. Beautiful people all over the world. You know who I don't like a lot no more? American people. I don't. I really don't. How you doing? That's it. I really don't like Americans no more, bro. Even myself included, because as much as I don't want to consider, I am an American. I was born in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Be snobby here. You feel me? How you doing? I said, bro, people be wanting to go all over the world, man. Go everywhere else and just enjoy life. You feel me? That's why I said, like, look at this. Like, hold on. Like, this is beautiful. This is real beautiful. This ain't nothing compared to the rest of the world. You go to Italy, man, you'll see this wrestling like looking at the seven hills, man. Sitting on seven hills. Like when the Bible said something about the church that sits on seven hills, it was talking about Italy, man. Like Italy is known for being like that. You feel me? It's a beautiful place, man. And that's what I want to go see, man. That's why I said my friend was gonna take me, my friend from Spain, she was gonna take me over to Spain and go see all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I wish we would have, man. I just again it was during COVID, so I didn't have time to go see it, you know what I'm saying? Because they shut the country down and all that. And then after that, I didn't get a chance to really go venture out and try that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's hot out here. Dang. It's warm, but it's getting hot. I'm walking too much. Yeah, Ethiopian food is it look kind of good though. I still like I'm not too accustomed to worldwide dishes, so I don't really know about like they food like that. So I would have to kind of warm myself up to it, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I say like, bro, never look down on the people. You know what I'm saying? I seen the world's oldest Bible. They got the world's oldest Bible, dude. Like that's got to be something I would just love to just take pictures with it, man. Look at it. I think they were saying the Ark of the Covenant is rumored to be somewhere in Ethiopia, dude. Like Ethiopia got a lot of good stuff. That's why I said I'm like, bro, get out there and adventure around the other cultures, man. You might meet your spouse in another culture, man. Stop this old white, black, Asian stuff. Like, stop that old stupid colorism stuff, man. You don't know that. You might find the spouse of your dreams over there. You have no idea. And stop looking at the media on TV. You say you wouldn't date somebody because you see the ones that's on Instagram. Like, go over there and really meet the people, dude. You'd be surprised. As I told you, I said I know girls that said they would never date a white man until they see some white man. They like, hey, he kind of. They would never date a Mexican until they find a Mexican that look good. Because everybody has good looking people, man. Be trying to tell these old dumb American brides, y'all not the flyest thing out here on God's green earth. Y'all are definitely not God's gifted men. When I think about women in the Bible, I do not think about American woman. I really don't, dude. I'm not even lying. When the Bible talks about women, I don't think the United States is even mentioned in that thing. I don't even think they talking about us. They talking about over there. Europe even. They probably talking about the women from Thessalonia, which is like what, modern day Greece? Is that Greece or whatever? It's like they're not talking about you American hoes. I'm like not all, I'm not calling all of them. I'm just saying like the ones that be running their mouth. You feel me? That's why I said the most unattractive women on earth now are starting to be American women. People are tired of that, bro. Because again, they come in all different colors, but their mentality is the same. Everybody's tired of hearing this old American stuff. American, just even that word is just like, bro, that's annoying. Everybody want to be like, bro, like, yeah, man, my wife is Zimbabwean. Like, that sound kind of hot. Like, hey, man, hey, baby girl Zimbabwe. She Kenyan. You feel? My wife Chinese, like actual Chinese. You feel me? Like, I ain't trying to say, oh, my wife's from Philadelphia. Nigga, who cares? I don't want no wife from no Philadelphia. What's up, Jose? Hey, Jose, I'm trying to say my wife Puerto Rican. I'm trying to say my wife from what's the capital of Puerto Rico? I said Puerto Rico. San Juan. My wife from San Juan, cuz. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Shoot. This establishment I go to, they it's owned by Puerto Ricans. So they Puerto Rican people, they are cool, man. But they Christian Puerto Rican, they cool people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the woman I told y'all. She said she was known like Puerto Ricans I know from there, kind of like loud mouth and ghetto. She was like, I'm not like that. She's like, we don't do that. And her husband, I believe he's Puerto Rican too. And they kids are Puerto Rican. And they from Orlando, but they came to San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? They good people, man. Real good people. Loving Christians, man. Love those guys. But they have you can definitely tell the Puerto Rican features, man. Like you can see like the long black hair, the nice skin, the facial features, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you can tell who's Puerto Rican too. Dominican and Cuban. I can spot a Cuban from a mile away more than I can spot a Puerto Rican or a Dominican. I can spot a Cuban before I spot a Mexican. Like, bro, it is so easy to tell who's Cuban. Cubans also have that. those distinct facial features. It's like you can just tell. I don't know how you know. You can just tell. Every time I be in the store, I see a woman. I'm like, I guarantee you. I said $100, she's Cuban. I know it, and they be Cuban. I'm like, bro, I told you that you could just tell. Cubans have that look, bro. Like, and some of my friends, no, my friend is Cuban, but she don't really. I mean, she look kind of Cuban, but she kind of look a little Puerto Rican a little bit. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just her, but her brothers do look Cuban. I can definitely tell they Cuban. Like they look Cuban. That's why I say you gotta understand, like, bro, they got niggas in their culture too, bro. Their brothers are them niggas. I like them. They cool. Their brothers are some niggas. I was like, they cool people though. That's why I try to tell you. I said, boy, they can fight. Her brother can fight. She was like, bro, he be knocking people out all the time. That's why I told you. I said, bro, other coaches got hands too, bro. It ain't just us. Like, bro, other coaches got hands. Especially some Puerto Ricans. Like, you see some Puerto Ricans throw down, boy, they can throw down, man. Like, especially if they from New York City, boy, they can definitely throw down. Like, I got a homie, man, Puerto Rican, man. He's from New York, the Bronx, man. That dude was throwing down with people, man. Like that boy was breaking people ribs and everything. He's the one to try to fight the boss at the job. I tell him about the homie. I said, hey, bro, cause he like black women. He said, hey, Race, I ain't gonna lie, man. He said, hey, I got me a black princess. He got a black wife and everything. And she hood too. So they showed up to the office trying to fight. I told him, I said, hey, bro, I'm gonna fight with you. I said, yo, I'm gonna fight with you. I said, yo, man. Hey, bro. I said, hey, homie, what y'all want to do? Cuz? What y'all want to do? And so my other homie, he from New York City. They both from the Bronx. And so I told him, I said, yeah, his name is Paul. He was like, is he Puerto Rican? I said, how you know? He said, every Puerto Rican named Paul, dude. He said, that's a common Puerto Rican name. And Buddy he used to be affiliated with Sex Money Murder, which is a blood set in New York. The other one was affiliated with a Crip set. And so I told him, I said, hey, bro. He was like, hold on, bro. Let me see a picture of him. He said, let me make sure I ain't got beef with this dude. Cause I'm like, I was gonna introduce him. I was like, nah, you gotta remember, like, they might be ops. So I said, bro, that might not be a good idea. He said, I showed him a picture. He's like, oh, no, I don't know him. He's like, he's cool. He said, I was about to say, bro, I might have to have smoke with this guy. I said, something yeah, in San Antonio, man. Stop all it. But it be like that, man. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I gotta see some Puerto Ricans up in. I haven't really seen a lot of Puerto Ricans in Chicago. I've never been on that side of there. And I don't. Again, we was always on the Negro town side. You feel me? So we was never like in like Wasbania or like what's that other one? Pilsen. I know Pilsen is big. I don't know if Puerto Ricans over there, but I know it's a big Hispanic community over there. Because girl, I talked to she was from Chicago. And so she was like, she ain't I don't think she been to Pilsen, but she was from Humboldt Park. So I know Humboldt Park, they all up there, man. Like they all up there. But they be cool people, man. That's what I said. And then her peoples, I'm still cool with her cousin is Puerto Rican. She married to a white guy. You know what I'm saying? But she's super nice, super loving. That's why I said she definitely don't give off full stereotypical vibes, man. She is so nice, bro. Like I said, I got baptized the other week, man. She came up, gave me a hug. She's like, oh, she said, I'm just so proud of you. I was like, bro, again, I don't even go with old girl no more. Like, that was her cousin I used to date. Like, I don't even go with old girl no more, but they still love me, man. They still cool people. You feel me? That's why I say shout out to the Puerto Ricans, man. Shout out to the Mexicans that show me love. Like, they don't care who I'm with. They don't care about the color. They don't care who you is. They love you. They show you love because that's what they Christians. That's what they do. That's what they supposed to do. That's what they like that. You feel me? I can definitely tell she's Puerto Rican. You can tell she got those. Puerto Ricans really got curly hair. I can they got some of the curliest hair, man. Like it's so nice. Yeah. Well, that's why I said everybody love everybody, man. That's why I said a lot of bro, everybody rock with me. Everybody rock with Steve. Even mama said that she was preaching one day. She said, I told Steve one day, she said, Steve, I don't know a lot of people who don't like you. Said everybody just loves Steve. Every time I go somewhere, people just love him. He got friends everywhere. She said, we go to Miami, he got friends there. I said, Mom, I'm a very widely liked person. The only people that don't like me is stupid niggas. Niggas don't like niggas. They don't like nobody. You churchy weird niggas. Nobody likes y'all. Of course they don't like me because I don't fit their doctrine. So of course these stupid niggas don't like nobody. Don't nobody have to have a problem with me, dude. Bro, I've been around Confederate white people, and even they don't even have a problem with me, dude. These are the type that you can tell like they don't like black folk, but they never bother me. They still come respectful. Cause I'm like, as long as you respect me, I'll respect you. I don't like you niggas either, but I said, but as long as y'all respect me. And they be making conversation. Everybody else seems to have a problem with, a Negro wearing a MAGA hat because they get on your nerves. I said, when they come to me, they never come disrespectful. I'm not saying they like me. No, I don't need them to like me, and I don't want them to like me. But I was like, but they come respectful. Everybody has respect. You feel me? The only niggas who don't got respect is niggas. They niggas. They the only ones that don't respect nothing. It's like, well, nah, because you don't know that you ain't been around the other. I said, well, then when those other cultures come around me and do that, then I will say that about them, and then I will fight them too, because they not immune from the fate either. I'll beat up a white person like I beat up a black person. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love my Puerto Ricans, but if one Puerto Rican homie got a problem, he can catch the fade too. Like, bro, nobody's immune from the fade. I don't care who you are. I don't see the color stuff. I'll fight anybody. I don't really care. It's about a respect thing. You feel me? He said Steve's a jerk. I am a jerk to niggas. To niggas and girls I talked to for over 3 weeks. Like, girl, please. Said Mr. Darby. I was thinking, girl, bye. Delete. I got these girls like Harley Quinn. Oh, Mr. J, Mr. Darby. Don't you come between me and my name, Mr. J. Like, girl, you're not my Harley Quinn. You know how the Joker just don't care about. He be slapping her around. Like, girl, get on. I said, girl, go make me a ham sandwich. You can get out of my face. I was like, girl, nah, but I forgot what I was even saying. Something about some ham or something. Ham. Let's just take a minute to admire the fit in the sun, though. Let's take a minute to admire the fit. Hold on, hold on. Ooh, pop, pop, blue and red. There we go. Dominican. Me is Dominican, and I'm all Dominican, baby. Shoot. That's why I said I'll fit in wherever I go. And it's not about trying to fit in. I don't care about that. But as I said, I don't have to wear no flag. I just wear it myself. You feel me? And people just love you. You feel me? That's why I said people got mad love for you any and everywhere that you go at, man. It's only in your hometown. Your own ethnicity is gonna give you problems more than anybody else, bro. Ethiopian's greatest enemy is gonna be another Ethiopian. That's just how it goes. You feel me? Mexicans say that too. They was like a Mexican's greatest enemy is another Mexican. Like a woman's greatest enemy is another woman. Like it's how it's gonna be. You feel me? That's why I said even with envy Negroes, I don't get a lot of envious women. It's always the envious dudes. They the ones that come trying to start stuff. They the ones that's mad at me because I got a channel. They the ones that's mad because you got a name. Women don't care about your name. They trying to get your last name, but they don't. They not jealous really about it. Nigga men are jealous about your name because they want to be like you. Which I don't know why you want to be like me. I don't even want to be like me. Like, bro, I want to be like Mike. I don't want to be like me. Like, I want to be like Mike. Like, bro, I don't want to be Steve. Like, dude, Steve's trying to be like another person. I don't want to be like myself. I don't even like me half the time. Like, that's why I said, don't envy me. I don't even like me. I said, I don't even like me. I said, bro, y'all see something y'all think is great. I'm like, I'm not great, dude. I'm a terrible person. That's why I'm trying to change my last name because I don't deserve to have this last name. I'm a terrible person. I am not a good human being. So, oh, whomever. That's why I said I had to tell, bro, I had to tell the homie that he still do that, bro. He's like, nah, man. He said these girls just like Mexicans. I said, bro, stop blaming the Mexicans, dude. It's not the Mexicans. Stop. He's like, nah. He said, see these girls, they just like Mexican dudes. I was like, bro, well then why do they like a nigga like me? I'm not Mexican, bro. Why they like me? It's not just Mexicans. Hey, Jose. Then the Puerto Ricans will come on scene. See, man, they like Puerto Ricans. Like, bro, so now it's Puerto Ricans. Like, bro, you can't blame him. See, I knew it, man. See, they're like Jose because he's Puerto Rican. Like, nah, bro. They like Jose because he's cool. He's fly. I said, maybe Jose got a style, man. You feel me? He's in his J's on his feet, get like me. You like, bro. I know people like that. And I was like, bro, you can't blame, like, even if they do, why do like to make like it's something about them that you don't get. And that's why I said you gotta figure out how you doing it, bro. Like I said, there's no such thing as they only like no, they don't. There is no such thing as girls. That's why I said I don't think there's a such thing as girls only like black dudes. Like they'll like any dude that treats them right and looks good. Like they just said it because again, maybe black dudes are they type. But I said, but you don't just like black dudes. You like any dude for real. That's why I said people just talk. Oh, shit. Mm. That's probably trying to tell him. I said, bro, like you do understand Latinos, they smooth too. They got a smooth style. I'll catch you, dog. I'll catch you. Be safe. Be easy. Puerto Rican with blue eyes. I'm trying to think what color eyes old girl had. Old girl had blue. She had brown. I don't know. I feel like most of them have light brown eyes. Like that's just how they look. Ain't nothing wrong with some pretty brown eyes. But if you got some blue ones or some green ones, ain't nothing wrong with it neither. You feel me? Again, it's just like you can tell. I can tell who's Puerto Rican. I can tell who's Dominican. I can tell who's Cuban. Mexican is not. I won't really say that because there's people that do look Mexican. You might see an Ecuadorian that look kind of Mexican. Like I do think that's kind of racist that everybody think that they look alike because that is not. That's not true. But it ain't racist when you say Dominican. Like, bro, you know a Dominican when you see one. That's why I said you can tell. You can tell. Bro, I swear they all have because I knew the Dominican I knew. I told her, I said, girl, you look just like this girl from TV show. She looked just like the girl I ran into on the street. Like they all look the same. They was just like different shades. I was like, they had the same. Yo, I'm not joking. They had the same nose. They have luscious lips. It's something about Dominican lips. Yeah, I think that's what give them away is their lips. That's probably why everybody mistakes me as Dominican because the lips. Like it's just they lips. You can tell it's plump. It's like juicy lips. You feel me? And that's why I said like it just you just look like it. You feel me? The lips, the hips. That's how you know she's Dominican. Like it's like you know she's Dominican. It's very hard to find a very thick, skinny Dominican. They all thick. It's something that goes on their DNA. Mhm. Mm. Again, we people of the culture, man. You know what I'm saying? So of course I don't consider myself again when I wear these flags and these colors, I don't consider myself to be that ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? I would never want to be. I just want to be me. You feel me? And I don't want them to be like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got this whole stupid color stuff going on. Everybody like, nah, everybody want to be like us. Like, I don't want people to be like me. I want people to be like them. I want to be like me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I love my black folk, man. I ain't gonna never not be black no matter what I do. Well, I can, because you do got some of them self hating ones, like Sammy, what's his name? Sammy Sosa, like the Dominican who changed his skin color. You feel me? Like he was dark and then he changed he pretty much Michael Jackson himself. I said, you got some of them, they really don't like their complexion. You feel me? Those are the self-hate Dominicans that they be talking about that we think all Dominicans act like. I'm like, no, everybody ain't like them. Some of them really do love their black features and their black skin. You feel me? But because they was like, well, because obviously I said, bro, a lot of Latinos they don't really know stuff. Like they don't know about a lot of American politics. So when they come here, they looking at what they told. So again, like when they told that something is the best, that's what they gonna do. They already again they come in here and they being whitewashed by a lot of white people because again they trying to get the voting popularities. So of course they don't like us, so they can't really bamboozle us no more. So what do? Who's the next ones they go get? The foreigners. So that's why they worked on the Africans, they worked on the Puerto Ricans, they worked on the Cubans, they worked on the Mexicans, they worked like they was always working on some foreigner coming here. So that's why everybody was getting over on us because again they thought they were getting over because they was just special. It's like no, they was getting over because that was the way it was being designed because they didn't like us. And the one that a lot of foreigners didn't like us again, they was like, bro, that's what we saw off TV. They said everything they showed us on the media about American black people was what we thought y'all was. So they said when we came to this country, that's why a lot of them wanted to be like us because they saw the rappers. So when they saw the rappers, they was like, hey man, I want to be like dude. You feel me? They would adopt our style. But when they saw how we was as a people, they thought that all black people like no, all black people ain't like it. You feel me? So of course they came over here. They was like, they was told that before they came here. So when they came over here, some of their parents was like, hey, don't go play with them black kids because they thought all we do is kill people. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you think when you hear somebody come from Mexico, you think, oh, they got to be cartel related. That's not true. Everybody's not in cartel involved. You feel me? Some of them ain't even seen them in real life. They don't even partake in it. You feel me? But that's what we think because it's what the media tells us. What do you always hear off the news? Sinaloa cartel. So when you hear somebody from Sinaloa, what you think? Oh, they must know the cartel. Like, no, they don't. Like everybody's not involved. Just because somebody from Chicago doesn't mean they from Southside or Humboldt Park or Pilsen. Like, not everybody is what you think, dude. Because we also stereotype people too, because that's what we are taught. You know what I'm saying? So of course, a lot of when they come over here, they thinking they're not thinking like, oh, I just don't like black people. They thinking like, oh, well, we just trying to be better than y'all because they think that we all are bad because of what they was told. And so again, when they getting promised, like they was promised Trump was gonna do this, Trump was gonna do that. What they think? What do you think they gonna do? They gonna vote for Trump because they came over here thinking like, oh, he's the best. He's gonna give us the best. You gotta understand, bro. These people come from places where they have a lot of dictators. Cuba had Fidel Castro, and according to them, he was not a good man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know Puerto Rico's culture or whatever, but they come from a lot of poverty and stuff. You feel me? The United States was the ones that cut them off, which is why they don't have a lot of modern day. civilized stuff. You feel me? So when people come from the Dominican Republic, they fought for their independence and stuff. They know what real hard life is like. You know what I'm saying? So when they come over here, of course, they don't know the governmental stuff that we had to go through, or the systematic things. They looking like, oh, it's nice. Oh, y'all got running water and toilet paper and stuff like they don't have a lot of it over there. You feel me? So for them to be able to live civilized and be able to eat, of course, they're not gonna be looking at like, well, why y'all complaining? They're gonna be looking like, oh, this is I'm just happy to just have something. So when they told like, no, you need him, he's gonna do this for you, he's gonna do that for you. Of course, they're gonna think like, oh no, I would vote for Donald Trump because again, they thinking that Donald Trump is their man. Now they starting to realize that nigga was never for y'all. He lied to y'all. And now they realize when they getting deported and now they getting criticized and getting racially injustice and stuff. Now they realizing like, oh, because again, they were taught that you're gonna help us, you're gonna do stuff for us. You feel me? The same thing niggas thought when they got on welfare. It's the same thing. They thought, oh no, this is for us. They're gonna help us, and look what they did: destroyed our community. Kept the men away. You feel me? Split the homes up and the family up. People didn't. Black women didn't do that because they hated black men. They did it because they thought like, well, I need this to survive. They're gonna help us. This is gonna help us, and didn't realize that we destroyed a generation in the community. So it's the same thing with them. It's the same thing they facing because they thought, no, you're gonna help us. You're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Now some people are prejudiced, but not everybody that does that is prejudiced, man. Some people just they didn't know. You feel me? It's the same thing with niggas that voted for Biden. They didn't know what Biden was for. They just didn't like Trump. I mean, Biden was just stupid. Like I'm trying to tell you, like, bro, it doesn't matter really who you for or what you do. Like when you don't know, man, you just gonna talk. That's why I said you can be for Trump or Kamala. Like I said, they neither one of them is good. Neither one of them gonna do nothing good. You feel me? But when you don't know, they just gonna get do what you're told. So again, I didn't like Trump, so I went and vote for Biden. I was like, I didn't know what Biden stood for. I was just like, well, I just don't like Trump. And I said that was wrong. Like we not gonna be biased, man. I'm like, bro, because Biden was this nigga stupid. So old nigga didn't even know how he got on the stage. And we sitting here voting for him because we just didn't like the other party. Like that's why I said you can't be biased in this. You feel me? You gotta be you gotta be both ways with this dog. You feel me? But again, that's what we were taught. Just like most people, most black folk vote Democrat because they thinking, because they told Democrat is gonna do for you. And Democrat never does for 'em. But that's what they were told and what they told. So that's why they believe it every 4 years. Right. Yeah, where's everybody at, man? Who's in here? Why is Jose the only one talking? Who's in? Let y'all see this beautiful sunset though. It's nice, it's chilling. That's why I said I'm just talking about my multicultural. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to. Y'all want to have a conversation, but this is just what I'm on today. I'm just out here enjoying this nice air, this nice sun. Feel good. That's why I said, what you think I'm gonna be doing in DR when I go to Dominican Republic? My friend, I was supposed to go to Puerto Rico back in 2020, man. I went to Miami instead because I want to go see my Salvadorian friend. But my friend from Spain, the one that's gonna take me to Spain, her and her friend went to Puerto Rico. That's when the tickets was cheap because remember COVID. They went to Puerto Rico for like $98. I was about to get a ticket to go for $98. I don't know why I didn't. I should have still did that. You feel me? They was like, "Come with us to Puerto Rico, come with us." And I was like, "Nah," because I was like, "Well, maybe I'll go to Miami." You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know if I was ready to go to Puerto Rico. It was a reason why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. But it was $98. I was like, "Bro, that wasn't bad." You feel me? And I was like, "Bro, I would go there for $98, man. That sounds fun." You feel me? And they were showing pictures of them on the beach and just having fun and doing all type of stuff. I said, "Dang, man, I kind of wish I went." I was low key mad that I didn't go. So like, even though Miami's nice, I said Miami is not Puerto Rico. So I'm like, it's not the same. You feel me? So I'm just like, man, I kind of wish I would have would have went with them. You know what I mean? So um, hold on, he said the fact y'all supposedly only on an hour behind us. Yeah, that's why I said because we in Texas, man. We in the best state. I can't say the same for y'all up north, boys. Y'all in like not the so best states. So kind of sucks for y'all. But what up, cuz? What's up with you, man? That's why I said I'm like, man, like people just they don't know what stuff is like over there, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, man, you know what to do it for you, boy. I'm telling you, go to another church overseas, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life. This Jesus that we love, boy. Everybody all over the world love Jesus, and they don't have a problem with him being whatever color. Some of them know the truth. They know what color he is. They don't care. You'll find Russians know that Jesus black still love God. Like that's just what they do. You feel me? Like that's why I said when you go to a foreign church, you start to see that. When you ain't never been to a foreign church, you don't know that. So like I said, even though I couldn't understand Spanish in Costa Rica, and I went to their church up there, I said, man, I could still feel the presence of God because it was the same thing. The worship was the same. Beautiful. It was better. It was almost better than our worship. I was like, dang, bro, like, because I ain't never heard nothing in another language. I was like, bro, that's crazy. You feel me? Because again, we was told that this is an American thing. This is a United States thing, a Canadian thing, or something. You feel me? Like we didn't know that people down there knew that. We just thought they all Catholics, or they all indigenous religions or something. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in Costa Rica, it's very tropical, so people thought it's jungle bunny territory. That's what you think. Like, oh, it's just people living in the forest. Like, no, man, these people got cities. It's like New York City out there, bro. It is so many people. The traffic is terrible. It's some of the worst I've seen. It is so many. I think they said Costa Rica has some of the worst traffic in the world. I think Nigeria's one. Costa Rica's like number 2 or 3 in the world. They got the worst traffic. They really do. The traffic is terrible, dude. It is bad. That's how many people's out there, bro. But it's a beautiful place. That's why I said, like, dude, it's a very beautiful place, and you meet a lot of very cool, civilized people, man. You feel me? You got a lot of Catholics, but I said, but you got a lot of Christians there too. Like, bro, everybody there is just cool and they chilling. Like, they loving their life. They doing their thing. People stay out the way, man. Don't go down there looking trouble. Ain't nobody gonna be mess with you like that. You feel me? That's why I said when I seen a multicultural church, I was like, I never seen it before. Because again, in the United States, we taught racism in our churches. We taught colorism in our churches. So you got the black church over here, you got the white church over here. It's like people can't come along, can't come together. A day to worship the Lord is the most racist day of the week, dude. The most segregated time of the week is Sunday because everybody goes where they go over there. Everybody goes where they go over there. Sad, sad, dude. Bible literally said, "Let all nations, tribes, and tongues like come together." Like, who is he talking about? He ain't just talking about Nigerians from the tribe of Edo and the tribe of Igbo. He's talking about everybody from all over the world. When you get filled with the Holy Spirit, you speak in another language, man. A language that's all over the world, man. You might be black, but you speak in Russian. You feel me? Like, why is he gonna give you a Russian language? Like, if it didn't matter, he would have just gave you some traditional African or something. You feel me? There's a reason. It's like, dude, that's why I say everybody comes together. Negroes don't know that. That's why I be trying to tell people, like, no. I said, God is so much bigger than what you think, dude. You just used to American or European. You don't know the rest of the world, man. Remember, I told y'all we was trained to think that ugh, bugs. We was trained to think that Muslims and Christians just constantly hate each other. Like that's not true because over there they can learn to coexist. They've been coexisting for decades, centuries. You feel me? You got radicals who do radical stuff. I mean, that's what they do. You got a radical Islamist who go do something crazy, and then you got radical Christians like the Crusaders who killed off everybody. Like, don't act like the Muslims the only one did it. Crusaders did it too, all in the name of our Lord and Savior. The conquistadors, all of them claim that they love God and everything. Is modern day Americans now. Like they all swear they do that. It ain't just Muslims doing that. They killing Christians. I'm like, and you Negroes that claim to be Christians killing everybody too. What you think they did to the Native Americans here, man? That's like only 500,000 of these people left on Earth. There were millions. Y'all extinct the whole people, dog, because they didn't think the same way you did, because they thought of something else. You feel me? The same thing y'all was trying to escape was religious persecution. Y'all come to a new place and do the same exact thing. So we're not gonna act like you didn't just do what you did either. Like, nah, y'all got millions of blood on y'all hand too. Y'all ain't innocent. I love how they want to throw it up jihad. I want to throw up some. That's everybody terrorists now. It's like, well, no, 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 no. Let's not forget what y'all did too. Let's not forget the blood y'all got in your hands. Y'all did it too. And that's what they mad at. And that's why you think they doing Haiti the way they doing Haiti? Why you think they doing the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico the way they doing them? Because these people wanted to separate from them. These people, Haitians fought for their independence. And guess what happened when you fight for it? When you don't go under their white rule or whatever, guess what they do? They cut you off. I ain't giving you no spices. I ain't giving you no goods. I ain't giving you civilized nothing. And that's why they poor over there. They purposely kept them poor. Because they couldn't believe how these black folk beat them with a bunch of machetes and sticks. You think they're gonna let them have all their resources? Nigga, nah, they gonna take all their stuff. I ain't giving y'all nothing. They literally kept Puerto Rico poor. That's why they ain't got like new cars and nothing over there because they kept them. They don't I don't think they manufacture something over there no more. You feel me? Because of some petty reasons. That's what they do. Uh, What's up, Stacy? All right, I said, boy, this is the Lord's nations, man. That's why I said we ain't gonna be segregated. I said, bro, let's not forget that the world was once a Pangea. Do you not understand that? That means everything was together. Just because they separated from a tower of Babel don't mean that we all got to stay separated to this day. Y'all be honest, we all Hebrew if you ask me. We was for that. We all was speaking the same language. I said, shoot, you think his sunset is gorgeous, man? Think about what this look like over in Italy, boy. Eating cheese and stuff. And like I said, I don't sip wine, but you know what I'm saying? Be nice to have a little. That's why I said I would love to buy a house here, but I kind of want to buy a house in the hills in Italy somewhere, man. Get away from y'all niggas. I ain't got to see none of y'all no more. Shoot. I told you, man, I don't like America. I just can't stand Americans no more. Americans are the worst people in the world to me now. That's just how we are, just how we think, man. Like we so stupid. We don't know nothing. English is the dumbest language of all time. Like bro, we are so snobby. We think God speaks English. We think when God spoke everything to existence, he was speaking English. Like that's how bad we are. We think Jesus Christ was walking around speaking English. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. We think we the only ones. That's why I said we would go to everybody else's country and get mad because they don't know our language. Somebody will go to Puerto Rico and get mad because they speak in. I was about to say Puerto Rican because they speak in. Well, Puerto Rican Spanish because Puerto Rican Spanish is definitely different from Mexican Spanish. Believe me, I know. It sounds way different, way different. And I said, man, like you could tell. I can definitely tell like Mexican Spanish and Puerto Rican Spanish. Mexicans, I'm more like, hey, ¿cómo estás? Like, they talk like, real, like Puerto Ricans are more like dramatic when they speak, kind of. Because, like I said, old girl was Puerto Rican and Cuban. So when she spoke Spanish, you can tell it was different. It was like she slurred a lot of her words. And like it didn't sound like Mexican Spanish. It definitely sounded different. So we went to go get some tacos one time. And so she was speaking in Spanish to a Mexican. And she asked in Spanish, she said, where you from? She said, Miami. She's like, I could tell. She said, I knew you weren't Mexican because the way you speak in Spanish. She was like, yeah, your Spanish is different. I said, that's crazy. I said, I'm just trying to learn some Spanish in the first place, honestly, man. I said, I don't, man, all I know is uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. I don't know nothing else. I think she laughing at me. She laughing. I be making people laugh on this trail. but uh, but yeah, I said, look, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I think Mexicans got the best Spanish. I ain't gonna lie to you. No offense, Jose. I think Mexicans got the best Spanish. It's just the way it sounds. It's just like, ooh. I know a lot of like Cubans or Puerto Ricans would be like, vaya con Dios. Like, they be like, vaya con Dios, that means go be with God. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever hear them say vaya con Dios to you, they probably about to kill you. Mm. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I said like they'll go to everybody else's country and expect people to be like them. It's like, nah, man. That's when you want to tell Americans via con Dios. They don't know what you just said. They think you talking about a Spanish dish or something. Like you about to go make some food. It's like, nah, I'm finna smoke you. Like that's why I said, like, bro, people just I don't know. English is a boring language. Americans are boring people. It really is. That's why I said the American church, they'd be cool sometimes. But I mean, bro, have you ever been to an African church? Africans are some of the most livest people in the world, bro. I love African people, dude. They are some of the best people in the world. I don't know how you don't have African friends, bro. African people are cool. That's why I said the way they get down, their music, boy, their food, everything. Have you seen a Congolese wedding? They got the best weddings in the world, dude. I'm talking about, yo, man, like when they get down, they come in dancing, they dance for like 3 hours, dude. Like they just and their colors are nice. The color coordination is nice. Bro, it's beautiful, man. That's why y'all heard me say shout out to the Africans, bro. Because again, we slept on them for a long time because we was told that they hate us. We was told that they dirty and they poor because we watched PBS. I remember watching PBS as a kid, and every time we watched something about Africa, they was always poor, and they put the dirty on TV, and that's what we thought. You know what I'm saying? And so when they went to our schools, we used to bully them. We used to pick on them. I remember that. There was these two girls, man, from Sudan. And Sudanese, man, like I said, they women I used to talk. And they was dark. Like I'm telling you, yo, these girls are so black, they was blue. That's true. They was black, they was blue. And they was just little girls. They wasn't messing with nobody. And I remember they used to mess with these little girls on the bus all the time, man. They just because again they was dark because they was African, so they want one of the black kids. And the niggas was over and messing with them, man, just picking on them, made the little girls cry and everything like they didn't even do nothing. And I was like, "Bro, why y'all messing with?" And then remember that was popular back then at the time. Everybody said that African booty scratcher or what was it, African booty liquor or something. You know what I'm saying? It was the stupidest stuff. I don't know why people say stuff like that. But that was a stereotype that we had. So we thought Africans was dirty. You know what I'm saying? But they was picking on these little girls, man. They ain't even doing nothing. And I said, then they wonder why these niggas get together and go form gangs and go shoot you niggas, man, because y'all mess with everybody. It's like, bro, leave them alone, dude. Every gang that I've seen, man, that formed, man, was because they said niggas came here messing with them. How you think Latinos did it, man? The Latinos came here because they said when they came here, the niggas start messing with them. And so they formed their own gangs, man, to get them from messing with them, dude. Yeah. The whole Somalian gang, Somalians came here, got messed with by the niggas, so they formed their own stuff, man. They end up worse than us, bro. That's why I be trying to tell y'all don't know these people are used to death, man. They come from countries where they see death all day. So killing you is nothing. Have you seen the Rwanda machete massacres and stuff? Like, man, these people in Sudan, man, they was over running around. They still running around killing Christians over. Like, they see death and murder and blood and bodies all day, dude. They are not soft to this, dude. They know how this stuff goes. So shooting you with a bullet to them and seeing your dead body is nothing. They know death all day because that's all they live around, dude. Like y'all think y'all know the hood because y'all come from Compton. Nigga, Compton is nothing compared to Sudan. It is nothing compared to Cambodia. Like, bro, you don't know us again. Y'all think y'all know bad because y'all from Chirac. Y'all that is not bad compared to over there, bro. It's not bad. It's really not. These people come from genocides, man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that if it happened in America, we would think this is the end of the book. That's why I said if something happened in America, we think, oh, nah, this is a revelation. Well, how you know the people didn't think it was revelation over there when they was killing Christians over there back in the 70s? They probably thought, hey, man, this is the end times because they people over getting genocided by Mao Zedong. I'm pretty sure they thought, like, hey, man, it's the Antichrist. Mao Zedong's the one in the Bible. He's talking about the Antichrist. The world's had many forms of Antichrist, man. It's not just one. That's why I said I don't even know if the Antichrist is gonna be a real man. It's probably gonna be an organization of people. It's probably talking about multiple Antichrists, man. Who knows? We ain't never seen this nigga. Like, we only think in the United States, man, when stuff hits the ceiling fan, like now it's a revelation. I was like, why wasn't it a revelation for the Chinese? What you think you better? Yeah, you think you better than them. Their killings don't matter. They talking about Mao Zedong killed 27 million. They talking about millions like it ain't nothing, man. How you kill 27 million people? Everybody has had a dictator. Haiti had a dictator back in the 90s, man. Francois, I forgot his name. Francois something. And he was genociding his people over in the early 90s. You feel me? Cuba had Fidel Castro. Of course, Germany them had Hitler. Um, China had Mao Zedong. Cambodia had Pol Pot. Like everybody has had some type of genocidal maniac, dude. Africa has had their leaders doing the same thing. Like, bruh, everybody deals with stuff like this. Bro, it was so bad in Cambodia with that dude Pol Pot. They had stuff they called the killing fields. Like it was literally just fields of death. Like it was pretty much their version of like the Holocaust. Like that's what it was. It was worse than the Holocaust. And so a lot of them fled to the United States. They fled to the United States in the 80s and 90s to get away from it. You feel me? And when they came here, they was actually getting messed with by the Mexicans. I don't know. I think the black folk was cool with them. Like they kind of adopted a lot of our stuff. But they got messed with by the Mexicans. They formed their own gangs. And then they was even worse. That's why I said, because again, these people are used to death. So killing you is nothing. They don't care. You feel me? The thing is that again, these kids were smart. They was like, bro, these kids were straight A students, man. They were smart, but because they got messed with, they had to form protection. You feel me? They said these Asians, man, was so wild. They was like, they were so wild, man. The Hispanic gangs put a green light on them. A green light means like exterminate, kill them. They said they were so bad. They had to put a they said Hispanic gangs had to put their beef aside with each other and join forces. Cause they was like, dude, they said the Asians was knocking down key members. They was killing everything. Cause these people, they come from death. Like this is all they see. Like I be trying to tell you, man, people from other cultures, like we think we tough because we American. Like, bro, you don't know, man. Chirac is nothing compared to that over there, dude. You do not know. Like I said, I thought I was kinda tough because I came from Louisville, Kentucky, man, Murderville, or whatever we would call it. And then, like I said, I talked to my ex, man. My ex was from Juarez, Mexico. Well, you know what Juarez is? It's one of the most worst places in the world. Juarez is straight death. So you think you come somewhere hard until you talk to somebody like, yeah, they come from somewhere where it's like murder is every single minute. Bad. Like you cannot go there. You cannot go there, dude. Just because you from somewhere hard does not mean you from the hardest place on earth. Like you don't know. That's why I said, like, bro, people don't know nothing. They just talk. You ain't never been nowhere, so of course you don't know that. Some mosquitoes out here, man. What type of mosquitoes bother me? Stop. One thing I don't like about this trail is mosquitoes. Come on, y'all talk back to me. So I said, get out there, man. Learn somebody culture, man. You feel me? You would really start complaining about your American way, boy. You talk to some people all over the world. Mm. Hello, Earth to people. Come on. I'll catch you, Jose. Take it easy. Rest of y'all, come on. Me, I want to talk. Me, I want to go. Yeah, that's right. Go and get on out of here. You ain't gonna talk. Go on, get on out. Mm. Ow. What's today? Um, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I just thought about that. Tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo Day. That's why I said, forget y'all niggas. I'm going to hang with the Mexicans. I don't like y'all. I like the Mexicans. I'm going to hang with them. Matter of fact, I'm going to call some of the homies up, man. What y'all doing, man? Where y'all want to go at, boy? Cinco de Mayo. It's probably going to be half off on everything. We just had Fiesta. Then we about to have Cinco de Mayo, boy. That's so close. Shoot. I know one people that like talking. Hold on. Come on. Go ahead, Lane. Go ahead, Lane. Go ahead, Lane. I'm gonna kill you. Kill you. I told y'all I'm gonna kill you. I know one people that like to talk. Boy, Mexican love talking to me. You know, come here looking all cock at it like y'all niggas be looking. That's why I said, like, boy, oh, I can't wait to get done with this little raggedy channel. Boy, I want a new audience. Oh my gosh, I'm not even playing. I don't ever want to see you long sharks in here looking at me crazy ever again. My new channel, I'm gonna advertise that heavily on Reddit. Reddit has a huge community. I should have been doing that at first. Maybe if I would have advertised on Reddit, I wouldn't have some of y'all over here, dude. I wish I would have knew this stuff, boy, before I started this whole whack channel. Oh my God, boy. May can't be over fast enough, boy. We got 2 more months. Oh my God, boy. My next stuff I'm putting on Reddit. I'm gonna do a Reddit in Amsterdam. I'm gonna put a Reddit over in Nigeria. I'm gonna put a Reddit over in China. I'm getting everybody, man. I don't ever want to see you niggas ever. Like, I mean that, dude. That's not a joke. Uh, would you prefer have been raised in a different country? Yes. Oh my God, yes. Dude, I do not want to be raised in the United States, man, because that make me a nigga. Like, bruh, this is why we niggas, because we raised here. You see other people, man, that raised in other countries, man, they know a lot. That's why I say everybody all over the world, what they don't tell you is that everybody knows at least 2 or 3 languages or more. Because the world teaches you other stuff. The United States makes you stupid. You only got to learn English. That's all you got to learn, because that's all that matters. Like I said, man, people would have loved being raised in Thailand, man. A nigga would have loved being raised over in like Japan, man. Some people was raised in Japan. That'd have been nice. I wouldn't have been a Louisville nigga for 28 years of my life. Finally waking up one day and be like, you know what? I hate this city. I don't like these people. And then coming out to San Antonio when I'm 28 and 31, about to be 32 this year, and just now getting a lot of stuff going that I was supposed to be doing back in my early 20s. If I was overseas, I'd known that. When you come here, like I said, when you're here, you don't know that. Ain't nobody trying to raise their kids over here, man. That's why my sister done raising their kids overseas. They don't want their kids being over here, man, because they don't want their kids being dumb like these kids over here. They don't want their child having to experience light skin racism or whatever, something multicultural racism. Like I said, in Costa Rica, and that's the thing I like about Costa Rica, they don't do it. They don't do that colorism stuff. I was talking to some of the friends over there. They said, bro, they said y'all country weird. They said y'all base it off of color. They said, bro, you could be dark skinned, black, white. If you Costa Rican, I said, bro, we love you because you Costa Rican. They were like, we don't look at it like that. I said, I know, right? Wish y'all can tell them that. I want to be in the United States, man, with a bunch of white people. A bunch of white people and a bunch of niggas. That's who you think of when you're in the United States, man. A bunch of crazy white folk and a bunch of crazy niggas. That ain't nothing here. I want my child to go see the world, man. I want my child seeing Louisville, Kentucky, man, seeing half black, half white. Like I said, like, no, nigga. There's more out here, man. There's all type of cultures and stuff you be doing with your life. Don't be slow. Decide to move out the country. What would be the hardest thing you would need to what would be the hardest thing you need to het you need to het use? Wait, what are you trying to say? Hold on. You said what would be the hardest thing you need to het use? What is it? I don't know what you're trying to say there. I think you got a typo going here. Can't answer that question. I know what that means. I'm just kind of throwing me off what that means. The other countries are literally so much fun, right? Other countries are so much fun, literally. Yeah, they are. You would have so much fun in Costa Rica. I'm trying to tell you, man. You know. So you said get used to. Let me read that again. So you decided to move out of the country. What would be the hardest thing you would need to get used to? Uh, what would be the hardest thing you would need to get used to? Other language barriers. Uh, I mean, that's why we got our phones. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I went on a date in Costa Rica, man, with one of my friends. I didn't even know, like I said, I didn't know Spanish like that. And me and her, we always kind of like talked on like WhatsApp. You feel me? And so we talked for a good minute, you know what I mean? Because like I said, the nigga ain't stupid. I put my location in Costa Rica. I've been on her for some months before then. So I knew when I was coming to Costa Rica for Sticia's wedding, I was like, hey, I told her, hey girl, let's go on a date. I said, if it was up to my, I said, I'd invite you to the wedding. You be my plus one. But I said, it's my sister's wedding, so I can't just do that. You feel me? But after the wedding, I said, she was in another city about 4 hours away. And I said, "Don't worry, girl, I got you. No worries." I said, "Girl, girl, I get your ticket. Don't worry about it. I get your bus ticket. You go on over here. You go on over and see me." And we went on the date. And as I said, she didn't speak no English. She didn't speak. I think she probably knew a little bit, but she was mainly just like us. We don't know Spanish, so like I said, she knew Spanish. But like I said, we communicated through Google Translate. You would have thought that would have been weird. It was not. It actually was like it was basic. She'll type something, I'll look at it. I'll type something back. She'll look at it. We'll start laughing. You feel me? And then it was just like we did the same stuff, holding hands, giving each other hugs and stuff like that. We just were typing, just like her. You know what I'm saying? That was it. But it was actually cool. It wasn't even awkward. It was like it was cool. We went to the movies, did the same thing in the movies. You know what I mean? Like it was like to know other than language. What would be hard to get used to? The sweets. It's funny. She just typed that. Cool breeze. Just typed that. That's cool and sweet. I was just thinking about some sweets. Like, bro, they ain't got zebra cakes. So that'd be hard. I'm just like, dang, bro, they ain't got a 10 piece fried chicken bowl. Like, dang, bro, that's gonna suck. They ain't got a Whataburger. You know what I'm saying? I will say the only thing that's different is they desserts, man. They drinks and they desserts a lot different. They Snickers over there, they use like a lot of like sweetener. They don't use like sugar. So you can definitely tell the difference between like a Snickers, you feel me? Like an American product and they product. So it tastes a little different because it's like it don't taste like, bro. I don't feel the unhealthiness in this. It tastes too like good for you. So that's why when we go over and Mama brings Tisha a whole big old suitcase of just like Grippos and the Skittles and Reese's and Hot Cheetos and pretty Star Crunches, all the Debbie's, all the stuff that they don't got. You feel me? Mama bring her all type of stuff. You feel me? So it is different because, like I said, they Pepsi and Coca Cola is it tastes just a little different. You know what I'm saying? So I would get used to my American way of food. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would miss is that. Other than that, I don't miss nothing else. Like I said, I call my family on FaceTime. We still follow each other on social media. They ain't blocked. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't miss the American women. I'm like, I don't care nothing about you. So other than that, I'm like, bro, we good. I got God, I got family. I don't need y'all niggas. I don't need this channel either. So I wouldn't be seeing none of y'all no more or read without you. Like, shoot, man, look, I'm straight. I'm trying to get up off here anyways. I ain't even going overseas right now. So I'm like, bro, believe me when I tell you. Shoot. Like I said, it was cool. I went on a date in a whole nother language, bro. I thought it was gonna be awkward. It was not awkward at all, man. It's crazy. My sister understood her more than I did. Because Tisha speaks Spanish. So old girl came to the Airbnb. I had her come to the Airbnb and I introduced her to mama. I said, it's me, mama, you know what I'm saying? I speak in Spanish. And so, mama knows mama don't understand like people don't speak Spanish. So mama be like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, mama, she don't understand that. Like she don't understand what that is. And so I don't ouch, ouch. And so Stisha came over, and then Stisha was speaking Spanish with her, had a little conversation. I said, well, how can she have a conversation with her? And I can't. This is my date. Like, bro, this is crazy. I said, dang. It takes me back to when I was in school. They told us in school when we learned Spanish, they said, do not ever leave the United States without knowing Spanish. Being a little nigga, who needs Spanish? I ain't going overseas. That's what I thought. That's sad we thought that. I said, I'll never go overseas. Well, I need to go overseas for. That's for white people. And now when I'm overseas, needing to know Spanish on a date or order my food, I don't know Spanish. And I said, dang, bro, I remember why they told us that. So I loathe being around Americans. I loathe being around niggas. This is why I get around multicultures because I said I might need to learn y'all languages and y'all ways of life because this American nigga stuff is not working. I will never be white, nor do I want to be. And this Negro way that we be doing ain't working either. So I'm like, I need to start learning other people's ways too, bro. So as I said, I went on a date with old girl. We had a good old time. You feel me? It was crazy though. We got to the Airbnb. Mama and Stacey was about to go somewhere. She had just again, she was traveling all night or all morning because she got a bus ticket like early in the morning to come. She's like 4 hours away from where we was. You feel me? From the city. Uh, and so she's exhausted. You know what I'm saying? Like I know she want to come in and lay down and stuff like that. And so I was gonna let her lay on the couch for a little bit, like let her lay down for a little bit, get some rest. You feel me? And so Mom and Stacey was about to leave somewhere, and she's like, "Well, we about to go over here." And I was like, "Oh yeah, y'all go here." I said, "She's tired, man. She want to get some rest." And so Mama gave me that look, bro. I'll never get that. Mama gave me that look. She said, "Nah." She's like, "Nah, yeah, I ain't." She said, "Nah, I ain't gonna leave with it now that y'all here." I said, "Why?" I said, "What you trying to say?" I said, "Hey, Mama, don't do that. Don't do that." She's like, "Nah, I know what y'all." I was like, "No." I said, "It wasn't even like it." I was like, "Why you do it?" I was like, "Why you think it? That's the first thing you thought about." I said, "Mama, at least I can let the girl get some rest first." I said, "That's what you think of me? Like, that's what y'all think?" I said, "Mama, believe me, if I was gonna do that, I wouldn't do it nowhere where you and Stisha is, obviously. If I was that type of nigga, and I ain't that type of nigga no more. But I said if I was that type of nigga, do you think I would have some woman come here and do that? I wouldn't even bring a woman. I didn't even introduce a woman I knew to mom and daddy because I knew I didn't want her around them. Like, bro, why would I bring her here where we lay our head and do that? That's so stupid. I'm like, why'd you do that? She's like, nah, yeah, I ain't gonna leave y'all alone in my Airbnb. I was like, why you say it like that? I was like, bro, what? I said, Mom, first off, we grown. First off, we grown, so that wouldn't be up to you. And the second off, I'm just like, we ain't trying to do it here. Like, we ain't with it. I just met the girl for the first time in real life. Why do I want that? Like, oh my gosh. And so that's when I said, girl, come on, let's get away from my mama. Let's go outside. Let's go somewhere else. I said, apparently she thinks we're trying to. I couldn't say it in Spanish, but I said she thinks we're trying to do the do. I was like, man, please. yeah, we had a nice little dating in Spanish or whatever. She translated to English, I translated to Spanish. That was it. Took our little videos, our little hugs, all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was the same thing. It just we just didn't talk, you feel me? Like, she said some stuff in Spanish because I couldn't understand what she was saying, and then I said some stuff in English, and that's why we would just sit there and laugh at each other because we forgot, like, we both can't really understand each other, you feel me? But that's why we have the phones. I really thought it would've been awkward, and I know another guy, he said he did that too, and it's funny because it was my Uber driver in Panama City, Florida last year, and he was taking me to the airport, and we just started talking. He said, "Yeah." So he said at first he was, I think he was saying like he had passed the son or he was a pastor. I said, "Hey, bro, I passed the son too." You feel me? Like, I don't tell everybody that. I don't like telling people that. But he started talking. He's a white guy, so he was like, "Yeah." He said, "I found my." He said, "I got divorced after a while." He said, "But now I went on." He said, "I went on to like Colombia." He said, "I got me a hot Colombian wife now." I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "Yes, sir." You bagged him. He said, "Bro," he said, "The thing is," he said, "we don't really understand each other, so we gotta communicate through, like, translate." I said, "Bro, I did that same thing." And we just started relating. I said, "Bro," I said, "You think it would be weird, right?" He said, "It's not weird at all." I said, "No, right? It's not weird. It's like it's actually cool." That's actually better because you don't have to hear her talk. Yes, yes. You don't have to hear her do this. She's gonna get mad and text you. Well, than that, like I said, you ain't gotta hear it. You ain't gotta hear that. I like not understanding you because I don't know what you're saying, so I don't have to pay attention. That's nice. That's pretty nice. Fellas, get you a woman that speaks Japanese. You'll never understand what she says. Oh man. And I said I took old girl, I had to take her home. 'Cause we caught the taxi, but I think something's wrong with the Uber at night, so I had to go with her to her crib, 'cause I had to be present for it, you know what I'm saying? So I was ordering everything on my phone, so I was like, "I got you." You know what I'm saying? Oh, she was staying at one of her family members' house because she's not from the city, so she was staying over there, I helped to get a ride over there. And uh, so we said bye, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, "Look," I told her, I said, "Look, I don't understand Spanish, so I can't talk to this cab driver," you feel me? And so she spoke in Spanish to him, telling me, "Hey, get him back to this hotel, you know, or this Airbnb spot," you know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Bro, I don't know, I'm speaking English, I don't know what this dude's saying." He's in the car saying something. I'm like, "Bro, I can't understand you." Like, no offense, I can't understand you, cuz. Hmm. Well, yeah, those are good questions. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. See, this is the stuff I like when people ask me questions. That's actually a good question. Imma make it into a shirt. Get a woman from another language so you don't understand them when they talk. But, yeah, that's why I said Costa Ricans, man, they come in all type of, some of them be looking kinda Asian too, like, oh, girl, she kinda like she was a little Asian, but she was, like, straight Hispanic, you feel me? I was trying to tell the fellas, I said, "Boy, you want you a good woman, they out there." Hair was as long as the sunshine, bro, beautiful. I'm talking about, bro, they be beautiful over there too, man. I ain't gonna lie, old girl was sweating me. She kept asking, "When you gonna come to Costa Rica? When you coming to Costa Rica?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "Girl, whenever I get a chance to, then I just can go over it whenever I want to." She would hit me up every now and then. "When you gonna come over here? When you gonna come over here?" She said, "I wanna see you. I wanna see you." I said, "Girl, don't worry. Imma see you." That's why I said I'm a man of my word. When I tell you Imma do something, Imma do it. I told the foreigner that. I said, "When I see you, Imma see you." And that's guess what I did? Went over to their country and seen them. I mean what I say. Steve is to be trusted. When I say I mean what I say, I mean what I say, bro. I do what Imma tell you Imma do. Just kinda reminds you if somebody is a man of their word, like when the Bible says, if your earthly father gives you such good things, think about how your heavenly father will do everything else for you, you feel me? So think about how much God will do for you way more than I can or some dude or woman or your daddy or whoever. But yeah, it was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of all the people I've been on dates with, bro. It was been on a date with a Costa Rican. I went on a date with another Costa Rican. That's two Costa Ricans. Went on a date with a Dominican. Couple of dates with a Dominican. Um, who else was it? Who well, of course, Mexicans. Everybody knows Mexicans. Uh, Puerto Rican. I do. Cuban, Puerto Rican. Uh, Brazilian. I don't think I've ever talked to a Brazilian like that. One of my friends is Brazilian. Uh, Haitian. I don't think I've talked to a Haitian woman before, so that's one. Jamaican, not really. Well, I think I talked to one, but we ain't like get nowhere. Ah, oh y'all there? Y'all got any more questions for me? Do y'all want to rock? Come on. Shoot. Well, like I said, take it from me, man. And that was that. That's what Daddy had told me, man, when I first came back from Costa Rica, my first time. And I loved it. I enjoyed it. And I remember coming back home and I told him we was in the room. And he was like, what so son, what you think about it, man? And I told him, I said that I liked it, man. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it was my first time ever being out the country, first time traveling like it by myself. And he had told me, he said, son, I wanted you to know that you got options, man. He said, I don't want you to feel like that you got to be stuck in the United States. He said, if you ever want to get a woman over there, he was like, you can go anywhere in the world and get a woman, dude. He said, you don't need to get them. I said, you ain't got to tell me. I kind of knew that. But at the time, like I said, I was on a lot of American because I mean, we in America, you know? And then I was like, I just, Americans kind of turn me off. Like, I just don't like it. I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not bad, but it's like, I would rather have something better. You know what I'm saying? Like, the word is too big to just be stuck. My worst fear was marrying somebody from my hometown. It's like, dude, the whole world is out here, and I got somebody that's in the same place I'm in. It's like, no. Ugh. So that's why I said, like, bro, like, get out there, man, and adventure. You'd be surprised what you'll find. You know what I mean? Shoot, you ain't gotta tell me. I don't look. I would go to any country in a heartbeat, boy. I'm still trying to go to Mexico. I would like, brother, look, I don't care, man. If I gotta get out of the United States, I'm looking at different countries I can go to, different cities I can be in. You feel me? Like, it's gonna help to know some Russian people because if we ever get invaded by Russia, like I didn't even know some Russian dad going into how to speak my way out of this one. I said, well, I want to make sure that I'm on top of the world on this. And that's why I tell you respect every culture. Because if you ever get conquered by that culture, you want to know, like, hey, bro, I've always had deep respect for y'all. You feel me? That's like saying, okay, hypothetically say, what if black folk, what if we end up just conquering and taking over? Who's the ones that we gonna be pretty cool with? The ones that always rock with us, right? The ones that was always like, hey, bro, no, I actually do support the BLM. I always loved y'all. I support y'all. Are we gonna be a dictator to them? No, we're gonna be loving to them because like, hey, they the homies. You feel me? They looked out for us. So that's kind of how you want to see other countries. So if anything was going on with Mexico, I'm like, hey, bro, y'all know Steve rock with y'all. Dominican, hey, Dominican, I rock with y'all. Steve rock with y'all, dog. I ain't never had no problem with y'all. You feel me? Because I want them to be like, hey, spare him. He cool. You feel me? He cool people. Like you gotta be a very multicultural person, man, because you never know. Come on, y'all. Why y'all silent? I asked y'all who's in here. Having a party over here? What is this? I heard music. Hey, come on, 7 people. Oh, I'm not gonna ask you a third time. Golly. Is that a party going on over there? Where is that? What's up, America? You don't even want to talk to me. The rest of these niggas be weird. Oh boy, 2 months. 2 months. Remember, I told you there's a lot of things I'm changing up in my life. This is one of them. I no longer want this channel to be part of my life. Oh my gosh, bro. I feel like this channel ruined my life. Real. Hmm. Enjoy while y'all can. What is that? 60 days? Y'all got about 60 days, fools. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hope y'all can find another Negro to watch waste y'all time. 'Cause boy, I'll tell you, I ain't doing this new. Oh, do you think you want to? Do you think you would have wanted to be the only child? Yes. I'm a very selfish individual. Yes, I do. Daddy would have showered me with gifts instead of Stisha. He would have gave me all the stuff. I would have got all the things I wanted. Shoot. Y'all remember when Palm Palace was the thing? Palm Palace back then? I said Palm Palace. I always wanted. Stisha got one. I was like, I want one too. They're like, nah, she older than you. And I was like, 4 years ain't that big of a difference. They say 4 years is a big difference. No, it's not. It's not that different. Now Stisha 36. I'm like, yeah, that 4 years hitting, ain't it? Yeah, you getting old now, nigga. Look at you. Yeah. She said, you gonna be up for two? I said, you always gonna be older than me, no matter. No matter what you say. Oh, why you say trying to ruin your life? Because y'all niggas came. You niggas came over here. Well, I wouldn't say it'd be that bad if your niggas didn't show up. Like, of course, it didn't ruin my life, but you ruined my vision. Oh, you threw off my groove. I'm sorry. You threw off Steve's groove. What's your favorite memory with all your siblings? None. Bro, we ain't got no favorite memories. Favorite memory is when I fought them all and I won. That's my favorite memory. Favorite memory is when we all moved away. That's all. That's my favorite memory because we don't have to talk to each other all the time. Now I think my favorite memory, man, is when Stisha moved to Costa Rica. Because I think I started working around that time. So I said, I don't got to see you in my face right now. I said, bro, I go to work. So I wasn't around daddy like that, around mama like that, around Steve, Hannah, Joe, Stisha, none of them. I was doing my own thing. I said, bro, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Bro, we grew up so close on each other. Y'all gotta understand what I'm saying. Like, bro, we was swarmed on each other, bro. So no, we shared everything. It's nice to be spread out and have our own stuff now. You feel me? My favorite memory is when we all parted ways. We all there are doing our thing. That's my favorite memory. We all grown up now. We ain't messing with each other like that no more. We still cool. We holler at each other. What's up? We in a family group chat. Other than that, like I said, we ain't calling each other every single day and hey, do what you doing. Like, we don't do that. All my siblings are married, man, except me. And that's the way I like it. I don't want to be married yet. I don't care about that stuff. I care about what I want to like. You feel me? One of the reasons I say I don't care about being married right now is because, like I said, my whole life, I was never able to really have time to myself. We always had to give time to the ministry. We sweat each other so much, we had to do everything else that everybody else wanted us to do. So now I got time to live for myself. So daggone nigga, I'm gonna live for myself, man. I ain't thinking about no niggas. Like, bro, I want to live for me from right now. It's nice to be able to have some thoughts and think once. You feel me? Hmm. I thought I was doing good when I did this channel, then I realized like, ew, no, I didn't. I did a terrible job. I can't tell if I'm a step forward or 3 steps back. It's kind of hard to tell for real. I don't know if I'm better or if I'm not. Doing this. Ugh. All I know is within 2 months, I ain't got to see you fish face Negroes no more. No more. Go download all my vlogs now or my live streams because they will be on Patreon. I want my stuff to be like you type it up, use it does not exist. Simply Steve does not exist no more. And my new stuff, like I said, now I know about networking and know about advertising channels. I didn't know that when I first started. So I just thought you put it out there, and hopefully good faith people will watch it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. Hopefully within good faith, put it on the right hashtags, people will watch it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, man, I ain't. Now I forgot Reddit is a huge community. I used to think Reddit was for like women. Like Reddit is for everybody, dude. You get hundreds, thousands of plays on Reddit. I'm like, boy, I put my stuff on there because it's a community of people that you looking for anyway. So that's why I said I'd rather put myself on there. A bunch of random no names. I like them. Like they better. Who is this? Said, are you busy tonight? I ain't said nothing to this nigga in months. Bro, why do people text me out the random? I swear, bro, people text me out the random. What you doing later? Like, bro, I ain't heard. I'm good in you. 5.5 months later, you ain't said nothing. Like, why do people text me? I know, because y'all love me. Y'all can't get enough of me. No, 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 come on, stop. Come on, stop. Come on. Mm, 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 mm. That's crazy. So yeah, that's a good question, y'all. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Said favorite memory, like we gonna have like, oh, we used to play frisbee in the park. Like, man, we ain't got no favorite memory. Favorite memory is when they all got a whooping and I didn't. Somehow I escaped. Well, somehow daddy's wrath wasn't on me that day. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice when somebody else gets blamed for a chance. Mm. And one time, well, that's when y'all remember that movie Happy Feet? This is back 2007. This is like 20 years ago. We went to the theaters to go see Happy Feet, man. And so I remember Joe was a nigga, man. Like sometimes like he better now, but like I said, he used to feel like him as a kid. And so I remember Daddy bought the popcorn and everything, man. And so he got mad because Daddy gave me the popcorn the whole for us. You feel me? And so Joe was like, he said, hey man. Joe was like, hey, give me some popcorn. I said, no, hold on till we get to the movies. This man straight up spit a loogie on me. He said, yo, this man straight up spit on me. Boy, when I tell you I about cracked him, and before I can crack him, Daddy saw it. He said, he just spit on you. I said, he just spit on me. And Daddy took him to the bathroom. I said, bro, what compelled a nigga to spit on you, bro? I was like, yo, you lucky Daddy got to you first, because I'd have hurt you worse. Daddy had some compassion. I wouldn't. I always wanted to beat him up anyways. I was like, bro, he gonna spit on me. I was like, bro, and right there on my jaw and everything. I was like, no, he didn't. When I tell you, Daddy grabbed him, he said, he grabbed and took to the bathroom. Boy was crying, boy, like he done got beat. That's why I said, I don't care who you is. I said, you know how they be like, men can't hit women. If you spit on me, I'm going to straight up sock you. I mean that. I'm going to sock you to next week. Boy, I'm going to sock you to, it's May the 4th, May the 5th be with you. Like, boy, shoot. I'm going to sock you to another culture. Like, nigga, I don't play that. Don't you ever spit your bodily fluids on me, nigga. That's nasty. That's why I said, I'd be ready to be. I mean, that's why I said, people have a problem with. I'm doing the same thing. No, I ain't got nothing, bro. I ain't got no money. All right, bro. But yeah, but that's why I said, like, bro, people just be nasty. Don't spit they body fluids on you and stuff. That's nasty. That's good, bro. I love you. God bless you. You too, bro. God bless you too. Yeah. Love you. You too. Nigga, drunk. Speaking of the fame, boy, drunk person almost got it. I'm trying to be cool, brother. He owed me. We're like, nigga, what you say? Like, nah, let him go, Steve. For he knows not what he speaketh. I have to, I have to slice and dice you. Yeah. I have to slice and dice you. What's up, Jones? That's why I said, boy, the day somebody ever try to spit on me. That's why you read them stories where they say they try to bite Jesus, talking about they gnashed their teeth at him. Like, how mad you gotta be to bite a man, dog? I ain't never been that mad at somebody where I'm just like, somebody hold your back, you're like, bro, I guarantee you Jesus uppercutted one of them. They try to bite him. I know he was like, pow. Somebody gonna bite me? Hold on, bro. Somebody try to bite you. You gonna let that go talking about turn the other cheek? Like, no, because they gonna bite the other cheek. Like, bro, I'm not did you. Yeah. Face expression. Mm, I don't know. So I said, everybody seemed to want to mess with me. I'm like, what y'all want, man? Talk to y'all. People see me on a live stream. Thanks, a great time to talk. I don't want to speak to you. That's why we try to tell fools. I'm like, boy, y'all better, with this whole COVID thing, man, everybody's mad to wear a mask. I'm like, bro, it was mainly the white people that's mad to wear a mask. I'm like, bro, y'all don't want spitting on everybody when y'all talk. They be standing so close, they dag on there kissing you. Like, hey, man, I don't rock like that, cuz move. I do tell my, so is this yours? Yours right here? Like, bro, can you back up? Like, why you, like, fool, you about to kiss me, cuz? I'm thinking about to have a Lady in a Tramp moment with the spaghetti string. I was like, dang, dude, like, what you never noticed a hint of brown in your eyes? I was like, yo, why you doing that, cuz? Back up. I don't rock like that. You ain't gonna make me fall in love. No, 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 no. I don't do that. I don't rock that way. Be spitting on everybody and everything. Like, that's why people was wondering, like, when I go get my food, I go outside and eat. I really do. I go outside and eat, bro. I don't like being around everybody. They were saying that today we had breakfast this morning with some people. And they was like, "Yeah, did you get a plate?" I said, "Yeah, I got a plate." They said, "When you see you?" I was like, "Bro, because I always go outside." They're like, "Why you always go out there?" I said, "Because I'm very antisocial when I eat, man. I don't like being around people when I eat, man. People be spitting. People got sandals on here. Like I said, people's body odor be stinking. Like, nah, man, I ain't with that." First off, it's cold as all outdoors in this place. I'm like, second of all, I just like to go outside and warm nature and go eat, bro. I don't want to be around y'all. Y'all spit when y'all talk. Like, nah, man. They over there like psychotically laughing, like, bro, you got at least 15 spit particles that just came out your mouth. Like, nah, I ain't with that. I like to eat my stuff in solitude, you know what I mean? I said, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Like people, it's a good time to be social. Everybody ain't trying to be social, man, when they eating though. Eating is kind of like, bro, like it says break bread with the brethren, but I'm like, but you can break bread after I eat. Like, bro, I ain't trying to like, bro, I don't want my tacos be having half saliva on it. Like, bro, I ain't with that. Like, trying to eat the food, man. Trying to be tasting your backwash. Like, no, no. But you know, people be spitting like food coming out their teeth. You feel me? Like they be it's all up in your food now. I was like, I can't eat this. Can't enjoy it. What's wrong, dog? Yes, they sandals, man. Your feet stink. Your feet particles don't just stop at your feet, bro. They travel all over in the air, bro. We eating macaroni, man. Got your feet particles. Your feet atoms are a real thing, dude. Atoms and molecules are still real, whether you think so or not. They still real. I don't be looking at your feet while I'm eating scrambled eggs, man. Ugh. Mm. Oh, oh man. What up, y'all? What's the news? What's the scoop? Be the daggone day somebody ever spit on me, boy. Oh, that's just, ooh, that's nasty. That's why I said, imagine y'all somebody so mad they ain't slap you, they ain't punch you, still you hit you, they just they just spit on you. I said, oh nah. I believe that should be in the stand your ground law. Like I got a right to kill you because that's nasty. Because you don't even know what people be having, bro. They be having all type of disease and stuff. Be spitting on people. Did y'all see that story where that dude at his job he peed in the in like the water cooler and some woman drunk it and she got an STD for life. He had an STD and gave it to her through the water cooler because he was mad about something. I think he went and peed in the cooler and people caught something that he had. I said I'd have killed him for that. I said, bro, that's crazy. And she was testifying in court. She said, I have an STD for life, man, because of you. I said, that's crazy. That's why I tell y'all, you can't drink everybody's stuff. You can't eat everybody else. You can't like, bro, that's nasty. That is mad nasty, dude. Ugh. Maybe wondering why people got trust issues. Like, I don't eat nobody's food. I barely like eat store bought food, man. People disgusting. Mm. Mm. Hold on 1 second, yeah, 1 second. Mm. Mm. Hear me, hear me. Also, man, y'all pray for my boy Pierre, man. Pray for my boy Pierre. He's in the hospital. He don't know what's wrong with him. He's saying he feeling like real sick. It's hard to breathe. He don't know what's going on with him. So y'all pray for the fella, man. He said he feel like he dying. So he don't know what's going on with him right now. So like I said, keep Pierre in your prayers, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pray for my boy Pierre, man. Pierre's that's actually that's Joe's wife's cousin. So that's her cousin. That's my manager, the one I was working with back in Kentucky when I was working with artists and stuff. He's the guy that know everybody. The guy that know everybody. So he cool, good people, man. You feel me? He be giving you the hookup, man. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, y'all pray for dude, man. He going through it right now. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna sit down and talk to you. What y'all want? What y'all want to talk about? I appreciate y'all prayers, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, we definitely gotta pray for each other nowadays, boy. 'Cause it's crazy out here, man. Like, all type of sicknesses and diseases and all type of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Starting to feel. Oh, it's not right, y'all. Shit, I don't know. I'm eating whatever y'all buying, whatever y'all paying for. That's what I eat. Except if it's bologna, you can keep that. I don't want it. I wish somebody would be like, "Hey, Steve, I'll get you some lunch." You figure out what they want to buy some bologna. I'm like, "You want to scrap? Like, what you trying to say? Only worth a slice of bologna." Like, no, bologna. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Oh wait, what's up? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Somebody said, "I just saw you. I honked." That was them honking. They was like, "I just honked. I seen you. You ain't said nothing." I'm like, "I didn't know it was you." Like, bro, I didn't know it was you, girl. Mm, 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 mm. I didn't even know that was you. Hold on. I might have to make some phone calls real quick, y'all. Hold on. I make some phone calls. Hold on. Say.